Konyami! Hi everyone! Good morning, good afternoon, good evening! I hope everyone's day is going well. Oh, hi Jifu! Yay! Oh, yay! I'm so glad that my emotes are working. Hi Asakura! Thank you for coming! I had a big bowl of pasta earlier, so I'm just like feeling a little sleepy. I'm just like, oh no. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I hope everyone's day is going well. And, you know, considering that we're halfway through the week, we're almost there to Friday. Yay! But today I just want to play more Great Ace Attorney because I wasn't too happy how far I got last time. I barely got in at all. Hi, SWAT Director! Thank you for coming! Hi! I hope your day's going well. Yeah, I really want to get much farther than I did last time, so that's why I'm like, okay, we gotta play Great Ace Attorney again. I don't care. Also, like, if you've noticed, I have implemented some chat rules. I just realized I haven't added the chat rules into YouTube, but like on Twitch, I added some chat rules. So this is more, I guess, more obligatory than anything, but also just like for the future, just because I think based on last time I was just like, oh, I was having so much fun talking to everyone, but then I realized I was like, oh, I was so like off track from the game, and so that's why. It's for like the both of us, so I hope that you guys are okay with it. Okay, so last time, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry if I like totally butcher your name, but Fragilitas? Thank you for the follow. Thank you. If I pronounced that wrong, let me know. I'm so sorry. Yeah, last time where we left off, we were, you know, we discovered that our next door neighbor is the ballerina, and we also got to interact with the new gameplay feature from new gameplay feature with Sholmes. Yeah. Lucid Zig, thank you for the follow. I hope everyone's day is going. Okay. I'm trying to remember what we did. Okay, we inspected everything in the room. We just need to talk to Naga. Oh my gosh. Wait. Oh my, no. This is so sad. Also Naga. Oh, even his glasses are busted. Ah, you're back. Inspector? What happened to you? Your face is... He looks rough. Yeah, it's like, it's so sad that, like, I don't know what's happened to him. Audio might be a little quiet. Okay, I noticed that earlier too, but I haven't changed anything with my audio settings, nor did I change anything with the game. Hold on a second. Check my volume. Yeah, I'm playing this at 100%. Oh. Okay, is that better? That should be better. Perfect. Okay, yay! Thank you, Asakura. Thank you, Jifu. I just checked my volume mixer. For some reason, OBS was like down to 5, and I'm like, I never touched it before. So, I don't know. Oh, I'm so happy that you guys can use my emotes now. It's because I like messed up with the naming, but yay! I'm glad that you guys are able to. Please don't worry about it. They're just scratches. Made by a bear, maybe. When I told the captain that I'd given you permission to investigate, he told me he'd pummel me with his fist and then toss me overboard. What? But the pummeling was over in a flash and must have decided against throwing me overboard. So it was nothing really? Gonna spam? Oh, I'm gonna spam the heart. Thank you, Chief. And also, Kura! Wait a second! You subscribe? Thank you so much! Wait, did you unlock an email? I don't know. I mean, I didn't get any notification. Okay. Yeah, SWAT director, good lord, Hosanaga's bruised up. It's so upsetting because Hosanaga's so cool. I don't want him hurt. It looks like he wasn't joking when he said he'd lay his life on the line if he had to. Well, thanks to your efforts, we now know a little about the neighboring cabin. Yes, so I understand. Oh. I bumped into a man claiming to be a Greek detective a little while ago. I think his name was something like Sherlock Holmes. I don't think he was German though. That explains it. Can we compare notes then? We can tell you what we found out. Yes, let's do it. Oh, even his like determined expression is so... Hey. What? Nikolina Pavlova? She's in the cabin next door? Oh, do you know who she is? Please, what self-respecting ballet fan wouldn't know that graceful angel? Arrest the captain? Yeah, I don't think any country would slide like physically abusing their employees, but I don't know. Oh, hi Saber King! Thank you for coming. We just started, so don't worry. You didn't miss anything. I think I upset him there. Well, that tells us the neighboring cabin is unrelated to the case at least. Oh? How? Because angels don't go around committing crimes, they. Now it definitely upset him. Inspector, has your investigation here proved fruitful? If I'm honest, there's very little more I can do. Our duty is to make sure the scene isn't disturbed, ready to hand over... Our duty is to... Oh my goodness. Our duty is to make sure the scene isn't disturbed, ready to hand over to the Hong Kong police. You're gonna follow me back on Twitter. Oh, I'm sorry, Saber King! I'll like definitely I need to like look back on it on my Twitter account. But sorry. So I'm just keeping watch here, trying not to take my eyes off the job. My gosh, I like cannot read for the life of me. So I'm just keeping watch here, trying not to take my eyes off the job. Oh, I see. Ah, there is one thing. I do have a small piece of new information for you. Oh, what? Yes, do please tell us, Inspector. Please. This is... Oh. I find it really cool that serious and cool characters like Susato and Hosonaga are such fanboys of Sholmes. And Susato and Nikolina Hosonaga, it makes them more human. Yeah. It was super... I think, when we first got onto the boat and Susato was just like, oh my god, Sholmes! It was really endearing to, like, see that side of her. Though she really should give us credit that we, like, didn't, you know, kill our best friend. But I don't know. And yeah, having Hosonaga just be a fan of Pavlova is, like, also really cute. What's the new information you have, Inspector? It's this. The Bureau's medical officer has finished his examination of the body. I managed to obtain the report. Oh, Kazuma's post-mortem report? Masama. So, what was the cause of death? Damage to the cervical vertebrae. It's what's written in the report. His neck was broken? Yes, it would seem so. There were no obvious wounds or other signs of injury. So at first I think they were considering poison. But it turns out they found no trace of poison in his system at all. Ah, damn! So my poison gas theory is like out of the window. Well, what weapon was used then? Nothing has been found as yet, but the fact that there are no signs of a wound suggests it may have been a blunt object, something that wouldn't leave a mark. Oh, I see. Huh. Can someone be in this room? Like, locked room cases are so interesting because sometimes they'll be like, yeah, there was another person in the room, and then they go do all these crazy things. But now I'm just like, in this situation, I'm like, what? Like, literally scratching my head. All of the body's nerves run through the spine to the brain. Strong enough impact to the neck would induce death. It is possible. It is a possibility. And no obvious wound would be left. Boy, Kazuma. Oh, how could they do that to my boy? What the heck? I have a second copy of the report. If it might be useful, you're welcome to have it. Really? Are you sure? Yes, it's fine. I trust you. Also, Naga. After all, if I didn't trust you, I'd never had agreed to you leaving this cabin in the first place, would I? Oh my god, thank you. The post-mortem report has been entered. Okay, we gotta check that out. The court record. Okay, report from the SS Bureau's medical officer giving the cause of death as a cervical spine injury, so broken neck. There are no traces of external injury. Okay, male for Eastern time of death, sometime between 1 a.m. and a little past 2. So he was definitely alive after 1:30 because he was able to write the diary journal entry. Damage to the cervical vertebrae resulting in instant death. The victim's neck was almost certainly broken as a result of a strong blow to the area. No obvious external injuries or traces of poison. Okay. Oh, Mr. Sholmes was here, was he? Yes. He seemed to be enjoying himself a little too much as he crept about on the floor investigating. But then he suddenly left. I suppose he must have become bored. Did he say anything at all? Actually, now you mention it, yes. Just one thing, but he practically shouted it. It's shoe polish, was all he said. Shoe polish? I wonder what he meant. It was when he was over there, by the piece of broken glass. See? Perhaps he was talking about this brick-colored mark, I think? Yes, that must be it. But how can Mr. Sholmes know it's shoe polish? That leaves me cold, I'm afraid. I have no idea. What is it, Susato-san? Well, Kazuma-sama was wearing leather shoes with a very dark tan hue. Dark tan? Sort of dark brownish red, maybe? His case has been really interesting so far, and it's interesting to see two different detectives work in two different ways. You know, like, based on, like, Inspector Hosonaga and the fact that, you know, I thought Hosonaga was just, like, a one-time character, but he showed up in the second case. And so I'm like, oh, are you going to be a reoccurring character? But there's Sholmes, who's technically a detective, and he like plays into, or he does that new gameplay feature of like investigation or interrogation that like Sholmes is sort of in charge of. So I'm kind of like, how is this gonna play out? How is the character dynamic gonna be? Yes, a little like the color of red wine, but darker. I often repair them for him. Oh, does this mean that this is the mark was made by the polish on Kazuma's shoes as they scuffed on the floor? Scuffed on the foot. I don't think they would drag his body. I don't think. A small glass object and what looks like a scuff mark made by Kazuma found by the victim's body. Ooh, okay. That's really all I can tell you at this stage. I should return to my post. My fellow crewmen's eyes are boring into the back of my head. Yes, that might be for the best. Thank you. Boy, Inspector. Look exhausted. Oh, no. Well... I feel terrible that I failed to protect Asogi-san. He was my responsibility. I can't do much about it. Of course, my pain is nothing compared to yours. We're his friends. Truth is, I seem to have had a heavy head ever since I woke this morning. Head? Head's still throbbing too. Okay, cool. We could inspect this again. Lily is such a beautiful color. Glass? It looks like whatever it has broken... it looks like whatever it was has broken clean in two. But the other half is nowhere to be seen. And then there's the brick-colored mark, which is shoe polish according to the great detective you seem to know all about. I suppose it must be from Kazuma-sama's shoes. Maybe, but what I'd like to know is, how can the detective be so sure that's shoe polish and not something else? Because he's a great detective, of course. Aw, Susato, you fangirl. That's hardly a reason, is it? Okay. What else to look at? Nothing. Nope. Tsunaga already talked to you. Talk to him. Nope. Okay, let's Susato's cute. Yeah, I do admit that she is really cute, but I just wish she has more trust in us. You know? Ah! Look, now Hodo-san. Seaman Stroganoff has... Oh, Seaman Stroganoff has gone. Gone? Enough? Eventually? Yeah, I'm sure by the end of this case, she'll, like, have trust in us. I absolutely love her character design. Like, I get, like, it was just, like, matching to, like, the era, the time era. But it's just, like, oh... Like, her color palette just, like, fits so well. It just... And, you know, Taisho Roman in general just has, like, really cute outfits. The burly Russian sailor who's always crossing his arms and glaring at us. Ugh, all these Russian names are impossible to remember. La la la. Did you hear that? Sounded like someone... La 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 la. I did it the great detective way. This caroling. I know that lark-like voice. Well, never mind that now. This is a golden opportunity for us. Yes, you're right. We must seize it. Let's get inside Miss Pavlova's cabin while we can and investigate. Definitely. Before that, stringy knot crewman... Oh my gosh, sorry guys. Definitely. Before that stringy knot crewman comes back. It's Stroganoff, not stringy knot. Okay, let's go. Into the room. I do feel a little bad that we're just like invading someone's privacy. I understand that like this is a murder case, we gotta do what we gotta do, but you know, it feels a little weird. Miss Pavlova isn't back yet. Susada-san. Oh, where's she gone? Oh my gosh. Hey, what are you doing? Those are her private things. There's not a moment to waste now, Hodo-san. We must investigate as quickly as we can. I suppose you're right. For Kazuma's sake. Not just for Kazuma-sama. What do you mean? It can't be long now until we arrive at port in Hong Kong. I don't want you to be in those handcuffs when we get there. Oh, Susato! Do you trust us? Really? We must solve this case now, Hodo-san. By ourselves if we have to. Yes, we will. Okay, let's examine. Now, Hodo-san, are you there? Sorry, I'm right here. Yes, why? Oh, good. I thought you might have climbed into the wardrobe when I wasn't looking. There we go! Asakura, thank you for subscribing! Thank you! That means a lot to me! That was weird that it was so delayed. But thank you, thank you! I thought you might have climbed into the wardrobe when I wasn't looking. There's no place like home. Oh, that's a little fucked up. Believe me, I don't have some strange compulsion to jump inside every wardrobe I see, you know. Oh, yes, feel free to spam the heart emotes, even when it doesn't make sense. Aww. I hope you like the emotes. Yeah, the artists I commissioned, they were super sweet, and so I hope you guys like it. Well, anyway, I'm not sure anyone could fit inside this. It's full of beautiful outfits. I suppose they're all stage costumes. I was rather hoping we might find Miss Pavlova's friend hiding in there, but no such luck. Oh. Gotta check the grill. So this ventilator connects to Kazuma's cabin next door. Yes, although what a fool a shipbuilder must be to open a ventilator into another room. Ah, maybe. It's so that if there's a gas leak next door, the occupant of this cabin would notice and raise the alarm. Or the occupants of both cabins would die of gas poisoning. That is a possibility. Anyway, last night, Kazuma wrote that he saw a speckled band coming out of this ventilator. Okay. I'm just waiting for the cat to jump out of the vent. I know it's gonna happen, or I hope so at least. Wait, is it a real cat? You can't. No. No, it might be a different pet. I think they already ruled out a cat and dog. It's not one of those. I don't think. But hold it off, SWAT director. We'll discover it soon enough. There's one of these next to the bed in Kazuma's cabin too. Yes, it's a bell cord. I can't resist. Oh, Susato. She barely hesitated there, and she gave it a good tug too. No, I didn't actually expect anyone to come. We didn't want them to. We're trying to investigate in secret. Susato. All the books have toppled over again. Oh, toppled over together. Look, every single one. Hi, Ian. Thank you for coming. I hope your day is going well. Do you think that's a god of the sea, perhaps? He's toppled too, though. It's exactly the same as the bookcase next door. in Cosmo's cabin. Perhaps Miss Pavlova was practicing a difficult ballet pose and fell against the bookcase? I don't know. Would she really be practicing ballet on the same night she ran away from her ballet company? Alright then. It must have been you. You lost your temper and knocked them all over in a fit of rage? Not everything bad that happens on this ship is because of me, you know. Susato. Well, anyway, I'll set them all straight again in here too. I don't like seeing things in disarray. I wonder if that's the right thing to do, because this is again like kind of relating to the murder scene. Oh my, Miss Pavlova's case is open. It's completely empty inside. But according to the great detective's great deduction, she was hiding her special friend in there. Yes, a friend that she had to keep secret. Because you're not allowed to bring animals aboard the SS Bira. I wonder what kind of animal she had in there. And more to the point, where is it now? Alright, I gotta go for a bit. I'll join back later. Yeah, no problem, SWAT Director. Hopefully I'll be playing this for a while. Good luck with whatever you have to do. Ah, yes, they're displayed in the cabin too. Look, the SS Bureau's rules of passage. Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabin. Pets are also strictly forbidden. I suppose Miss Pavlova realized that she needed to keep the contents of her case a secret after she read this. Hi, Dead Panda! Hello there, how's it going? Yeah, everything's going well so far. We are breaking and entering. Is this like Sherlock Holmes? Ian, you don't know Ace Attorney? Ace Attorney is an amazing series. I am not a good summarizer, so essentially what we're doing right now is I guess this is like a traditional mystery game where you search around to find clues and all that good stuff. But I think the twist of it is that we act as a lawyer pretty much, and we defend ourselves in court, and you know, talk about talk with witnesses, and then like present evidence and all that good stuff. Hello, hello. Hi, Roka. Thank you for coming. Oh, yes, Benny. Give me those Benny emails. I hope, Ian, that was like a semi-good description. There are like thousands and thousands of like YouTube videos out there on Ace Attorney that could probably do a way better job than I did just now. But this is like technically a prequel to like all the other games that were previously released. I wonder where her friend has disappeared to now. It's probably having fun exploring the ship, I imagine. I just hope Seaman Stroganoff doesn't find it and throw it overboard. Oh yes, so do I. Okay. I wonder what this little saucer is doing on the floor. A water bowl, I think. Yes, it doesn't look like it's been dropped. More like it was put there deliberately. Do you think? Do you think there could be a leak in the roof just above here? What? A leak? Is this ship quite safe? I'm sure that even if there's a little leak on the roof, it doesn't mean the whole ship is going to sink. No, you're right. Of course you're right. She's really trying to persuade herself, isn't she? Ace Attorney, we're lawyers doing weird shit. Maybe we're in shrooms. Don't question it. Just the objection. That's kind of a good point. Okay. Oh, her table's fine. It would seem this teapot's empty. So the natural conclusion is that the Russians are very thirsty people. That's a really weird observation. Or because Miss Pavlova only came into this cabin last night, she hasn't had the chance to make any tea yet? I mean, it could be either. It's definitely that they're excessively thirsty. I'll lay 1,000 to 1 on it. No, Ryunosuke. Just no. You're rather obstinate, aren't you, Naohiro-san? Check the hangers? Oh, I already checked the hangers. Oh, I checked the closet and the contents before it. I'll double check after. I think I want to check this side first. There are just a few books on the desk. Nothing else by the looks of it. Well, Miss Pavlova only ran away from the ballet last night. She's hardly occupied this cabin for any time at all. That's true. I wonder what kind of books she likes to read. Let me see. Yes, I see. It would seem that Miss Pavlova enjoys reading books written in Russian. Thanks. I think I probably already knew that. It's rude to ask too much of people, Naohiro-san. Kindly remember that. Trash can. I suppose every cabin has a waste paper basket. Yes, Twilight. Oh my god. Okay, I'm not gonna lie though. I was a big Twilight fan, and that's all I'm gonna say. Shall we have a little look and see what's been thrown away? Naohiro-san. It's poor etiquette to go sifting through someone's rubbish, you know. Ugh, those eyes. Looking at me like I'm a piece of rubbish now. However, these are special circumstances, I think. Exactly, we have no choice. There's hardly anything in here at all. Oh, well, that's a little disappointing. Oh, hold on. Okay. Okay, is that everything on the side of the... I wonder what her pet is. I'm so curious. Maybe it's a snake. Oh, the door. This cabin door has the same simple sort of bolted latch that our cabin door has. Twilight in Russian. Hayami, oh no. Okay, come on. Don't blame me. Every person out there has to admit that they were like semi-interested or actually really like Twilight at some point in their life. Twilight isn't bad, but it's not great. Yeah, exactly what Ian said. I do have to admit there are some things that the author shouldn't be promoting, but it's like a romantic teenager romantic teenager book. Of course they're gonna do like super cheesy stuff and like vampire, werewolves, like of course. Fine, I give. Yeah, see, Kate. No more. Good. I'm glad that you give, Roka. Whatchamacallit? I totally forgot what I was gonna say. Oh well. I actually like the cinematic of the first movie. I think I barely remember the first movie, but I think I like the baseball scene the most. That was like probably one of my favorite. Vampires? You mean shiny Pokemon? Ah, I see what you did there. That's a good one. Yes, it's not a particularly heavy-duty bolt, is it? But still, it wouldn't slide across of its own accord, would it? No, and the door is made of metal, so there's no chance of trickery using magnets to unbolt it from the other side. And it seals up perfectly too. Stop any seawater coming. So you could use the method you told me of passing a thread through a crack around the closed door either. I seem to know a lot of tricks for opening doors. I'm starting to see why they suspect me. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing in here. Like that. That. Okay, hold on. We gotta search this. We gotta do... Okay. We're gonna do the thing that I did when I was playing like the DS game. When we literally go back and like, I tap everywhere on the screen until I like haven't tapped it before. Can I not really investigate that luggage? Okay, yeah, okay, I checked the sauce. Oh, I checked the plate. I checked the trash bin, the desk. I think this is everything. Yeah, okay, you know what? Let's just leave. Oh, I want to examine the door because he's gone now. Oh, what the heck, you... Sholmes, you scared me. Oh, it's Mr. Sholmes, look. Wow, you never know where he's going to turn up next, do you? Seems to be stealing a look at something as he's to himself. Oh, you're the person singing. And I just completely ignored you. Whoops. La 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 la. I did it. Oh, I did it the great detective way. Sholmes, stop doing heroin. Okay, though, that does look like a very suspicious pose. So, I agree. I had to agree with you, Roga. He's still singing? Hasn't noticed us? Or he seemed simply in extremely high spirits. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when the yard bit off more than it could chew. And through it all, when there was doubt, it's lucky her lot was about. Hope you guys like my singing. Excuse me? I solved it all and I stood tall. I did it the great detective way. Mr. Sholmes! Yeah. Oh gosh! What is it? You want to fight? Honestly, interrupting a fellow when he's singing, and I was just about to reach the climactic finish. Oh my gosh. This animation can live rent-free in my mind. This is freaking amazing. Oh shit, Sholmes got hands. Yeah, exactly. I love it so much. Sorry, I thought you were never going to stop, so I figured now is a good time as any. I nearly dropped you to the floor with one of my famous right hooks. Oh right, I get the picture. Now, could you put those fists away? Oh my gosh, Sholmes, I love you. Sholmes? You seem to be examining something before we interrupted you. Ah, yes, that. I was immersed in the study of the ship's log, as penned by the stokily built crewman. It's usually on guard here. Oh yes, the ship's log. And did you find out anything useful from it? Do you want to do Baritsu, old man? Let's fucking go then, mate. Bring the scotch. Roka, I wish I have just as, I wish I have, like, your energy and confidence right now to throw hands with Sholmes. Well, I'm just like, wow, this is amazing. Look at his hands. Well, after 2 a.m. this morning, the majority of the entries are blank. Which means that there was nothing to report. Nothing of note happened, so... Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha! Truly are a student from the land of the rising sun. True, you've been utterly blinded by it. Ha ha ha! Sorry? Your logic, my boy, is inverted. Whatever do you mean, Mr. Sholmes? Observe the other pages, and all shall become clear. It would seem the same crewman oft stands sentry in the first-class passageway, and he has an almost religious practice of recording nothing to report every half hour. Oh, he writes down every 30 minutes? Nothing to report? Precisely. Put simply, the seaman writes nothing to report when there is just that. And yet, the ship's log from last night is largely blank. He didn't even write nothing to report. Do you mean... Oh, sorry guys, I'm like adjusting my mic a little bit. Yes, there were circumstances afoot last night, led to the seaman being absent from his post. Well, maybe Yuri Boyka, but not Herlock Sholmes. the Betty with the gun emo is just too perfect for this time right now. What kind of circumstance? What happened? That remains a mystery for now, but we can be sure something significant took place. So significant that it caused the seaman to forget his regular habit of scribing nothing to report in the log. These are important details. I would stake my life on it. You must log the ship's log in your mental file. Okay, thanks Sholmes. Take a look at that soon. Now, that deduction was worthy of a great detective. You're starting to understand what my way is. I see. What makes Sholmes? Brilliance. Ha 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 ha. Ooh, ouch. What is it? Are you hurt? Oh, don't worry yourself. I seem to be afflicted with a throbbing head this morning for some reason. Nothing more. Wait, he has a headache too? I have a really bad feel. Hosonaga, okay, one, we have a headache. Hosonaga had a headache. Now Sholmes have a headache. I think someone... It's not poison. It can't be poison because it's already ruled out that Kazuma didn't die because of poison. So I was gonna say someone must have spiked the food because like everyone ate the chicken. But it's just like... I don't know. Is it Hemlock Sholmes, the guy from that gentleman story? I don't know what you're referring to, Ian, but I know that the name like Herlock Sholmes is like coined in like other books. I forgot who mentioned it last time, but it's like used in other books. And I know there's like a recent book or something like I can't remember right now. They just said they didn't find any poison, right? I don't know. Yeah, you're right, Jiffy. They didn't find any poison, but I think it's super weird that everyone just so happened to have a headache. Well, my friends, until our next encounter. Still singing to himself. I can hear it as he wanders off down the passageway. Is something wrong, Susato-san? You seem lost in thought. It's just... Well, I feel the same. Sorry? Ever since I woke this morning, I've had something of a headache. A sort of continuous throbbing. Ooh, you too? Oh, wait, I just... Did me too. Dude, like, copy the same line. This is... I'm scared. Why does everyone have, like, throbbing headaches? They just said they didn't... Oh, yeah. Or, like, they didn't find any, but there could have been, maybe. Yeah, I feel like something must be, like, have to be in play right now. Wait, there's a leak, right? No, there's no leak. Susato thought there was a leak in the roof, but it was like, no, there's just a play on the floor. The Arrest of Arsene Lupin, written in 1905. Oh, is that the book, Ian? Okay, thank you for sharing. Or thank you for confirming with an actual title. Maybe that has something to do with why everyone was feeling ill. Yeah, oh, the leak? I don't think so, but something is afoot. I like really don't know what it could possibly be. But I guess we'll figure it out as like time goes on. Okay, oh, we should check out this evidence. Small glass. Okay. So it looks like a bell, or half of a bell. And then it's assumed that scuffed mark is made by Kazuma's shoe polish. Record kept. Okay. Nothing retort, nothing to report. And yeah, it's blank. Beef stroganoff. Yeah, and it's all blank from here. Okay. Yes, and maybe it is a gas that killed the person. Oh, like carbon monoxide. Oh, that's a good point, Ian. Oh wait, no. The cause of death is already written here. It's cause of death as of cervical spine injury. Someone essentially like broke his neck. If something is afoot, then we gotta kick into it. Ah, Roka, ba-dum-tsh. Okay. Okay, what else can we investigate? We can't go outside. That's fine. We already checked the cheap shop. Okay, let's go back to our... Oh, we could check the door again. Miss Pavlova's cabin. This could be our chance. What? The burly sailor doesn't appear to be around at the moment. We can investigate every last inch of that cabin. I'm not sure if we could go that far, but we could certainly do a looking around more. I'm sure we could learn something. Okay, so we already checked out the room though. Nothing else? Okay, I'm gonna go back to the room then. By the way, I just discovered there's 112 SSR and only 45 R servant FGO. What's that? Oh shoot! Oh shoot, what's happening? Get on the ground, get on the ground! Shut down the engines immediately! Vessel sighted at quarter mile 4! Full stop! Hard to starboard! All hands base for impact! Oh, what the? What the? I think we're about to crash into another ship. What? Oh, jeez. I can't stand. Susato-san, hold me. Ah! Guys, hold on tight. Susato-san, are you alright? Are you injured at all? I think I'm fine. Thank you, Nahodo-san. Oh my gosh, what was that? He stepped on the bell, cracked it in half, but slipped and snapped his neck on the cupboard. Not certain, but that's my deduction from what I've been here for. You know, that's not a bad deduction, Ian. But I think, what is it? I think it's just like the way the room was like kerfuffled and everything laid out. There has to be more to it. Oh no, it's an iceberg! Leo, save me! Yeah, where's Leonardo? We need him. It looks like we avoided a collision. I think... Yes, the ship has come to a stop. Oh my goodness, what about you now, Hoda-san? Are you hurt? No, I'm fine. Oh, shh. Hello? Is anybody there? Shout if you need assistance. Oh, that sounds like... Inspector Hosonaga. Is that you and Hodo-san? Unbolt the door, quickly! What? The bolt? Oh! Look at that! The door's bolted. Did you do that, Susato-san? No, I didn't touch it. Well, that's strange. How did... And look at the books. They're just like they were before again. Hoda-san, are you going to open the door and let the inspector in? I'd better tidy this place up first. Okay. Okay, guys, so based on that little incident, that means when Kazuma died, the door was open and they closed the door. And there must have been a little incident from last night that caused a collision last night, which made the boat tip and like close the door. And maybe that's why everyone has headaches, because they bumped their heads in the middle of the night. That sounds like really stupid, but I feel like that is kind of the most logical thing I could think of right now. That inspector kind of sus. No, Roka. That inspector isn't sus. I trust him. I trust him with my life. Our violent emergency stop has solved one mystery at least, in a very vivid way. I knew what awaited us on the other side of the door would not be pleasant. I hurried around tidying up the cabin with a new sense of foreboding in my heart. Ooh. Okay, see? Like, even Mironosuke picked it up. Like, hey, that incident showed that the door can be locked from the inside. That means the door could just be open the whole time. Look at him being the imposter. No, stop it. Hosanaga's cool. I won't let you slander him. Somehow, the door to the cabin we were in ended up bolted after we made an emergency stop. Pretty sure if they bumped their heads, at least a few people would have woken up. Yeah, I would see. That's what I was thinking, Ian. Like, yeah, technically people would have woken up. But at the same time, that was a good possibility. Like, maybe they, didn't. So, yeah, I don't know. Ace Attorney, has some weird logic sometimes. To help me, I need to stop doing Among Us references. Come on, Roka, cleanse yourself. Cleanse your soul. Among Us is over. Or maybe. Susato-san took a deep breath, then gently slid back the bolt. Are we gonna meet the captain? Oh, snaps.
You, what are you doing in Miss Pavlova's quarters?
Ah, you both look unhurt. Good. Yes, we're fine, thank you. What on earth happened? We heard something about how we were going to collide with another ship. Yes, it appears it to have been a false report though. Oh? How did that happen? There's a dense fog outside, so it's extremely difficult to see. Someone must have thought he saw a ship ahead. The person obviously triggered the alarm, and that's why we made an emergency stop.
Everything is chaos. Passengers are screaming, crew are running everywhere.
This first-class area is the only quiet part of the ship at the moment. Oh, I see. So someone triggered the alarm? That mean? Oh, see? Someone totally set this up. That someone pressed that button outside? Ah! You wicked intruder, dressed in all black. You are the devil. Sorry, me? I've been called a lot of things before, but devil is the first. Open my traveling case. How could you? What? No, we didn't touch it. That's right, Miss Pavlova. It was already open when we came into your cabin. Inspector? Yes? Arrest this man. I know he did it. He's a criminal. It's not enough that he has killed a man. Pavlova, come on. Okay, we're gonna just snitch on you saying that you got a pet. You're just throwing us under the bus like that. Where do you get a black eye from, Crash? Oh, Hosonaga already had that black eye. The captain beat him up. What happened to Pavlova last time after you found her out? Oh, someone called her to the front, I think. Or I think she was called by the captain, I think.
Ah, and he is a stowaway as well. If Vixen promises not to steal chicken, do you believe?
Ugh. Take him away. He's a trespasser as well as everything else.
Stowaway, trespassing, killing. She's right, you are the devil.
It doesn't look good, does it?
The cell below deck. Throw him in. Tomorrow we dock in Hong Kong, and we give you straight to police.
Wait, a cell? Please, Inspector Hosonaga, is there anything you can do? This is a Russian vessel. I really have no jurisdiction here. Okay, I'm glad I can help you, Jifu. Cause I kind of barely remember that one too. We found out she likes reading Twilight, and that's why she keeps putting pictures in her wallet. Well, it isn't confirmed that she likes Twilight. Pavlov did it. I don't know. Pavlova is like a ballerina. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna doubt that. Ballerinas are like extremely fit, so it is a possibility. But I don't see like her motive as to why she would kill a boy. You know, anything could happen. After my last effort to appeal to the captain's good nature, I think I'm out of option. This is terrible. This is a real crisis. I gotta find a solution. Immediately. Ooh, nice. We could examine stuff now. I just need to keep calm, focus on the task at hand, which is investigating. Don't touch my things.
You want me to show you where crawfish hibernates?
Wait, Susato, you flipped us? Mr. Nahodo, what do you think you're doing? Wow, everyone's attacking me. I was just starting to think she was my friend. Secret Service ballerinas, like in John. Wait, okay, I never watched John Wick, so I'm not. That doesn't sound too surprising. Isn't there anyone who can help me out with this mess? Okay. Okay, what can we check out? I talk to them. Oh, what the heck, Sholmes? He's scared. Stop popping up like that. You scared the livings out of me. Okay, I assume we need to talk to him. What the? What are you doing up there? Mr. Sholmes? Oh my god, he's wearing the tiara too. He is so weird. I love him so much. Naturally, I was analyzing what a weight of 20,000 rubles feels like on one's head. Have I not told you that as a detective, it is my business to know what other people do not? This isn't mere tomfoolery, my boy. Oh, no, no. Well, why are you hanging from that hook before then? Isn't it obvious to properly assess the weight of 20,000 rubles naturally? I wish to determine as if it would bend that conceited looking hook on that wall, so full of brag and bounce. Oh my god, you're showing him throwing hands with a freaking coat hanger? While wearing a tiara? I like literally cannot. This makes me so happy. I never know whether to take this man seriously or not. Ah, you again. The great detective. Ah, Inspector. I confess I've been looking for you. I have something to report to you most urgently. Well, you might try looking for me somewhere other than a hook on the wall next time.
What is to report? Speak.
An urgent report from a great detective can mean but one thing. Yes, the case of a curious murder that took place last night here on this vessel, the steamship Bureau, has been solved by me, naturally. Huh? What? Really? Yes, I have eliminated all other possibilities. No other explanations exist. So, allow me to eliminate all your minds. I am about to reveal my great detective's greatly admired great deduction to the case. Love the music.
You've solved it. Even Hedgehog understands this case. We all knew who was responsible for killing Student Boy this morning when we found criminal in wardrobe. It is a stowaway, and he has handcuffs to prove it.
I didn't do it. The trouble is, there doesn't appear to be anyone else who could have killed the victim. Because as everyone knows, the cabin door was bolted shut from the inside. That means the culprit must have been someone who was inside the cabin. Yes, it's what's called a locked room mystery in detective stories. Criminal? Yeah, I'm not sure how I would pronounce the criminal with the K.
Locked room. That is point.
Pavlova, I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna snitch that you have a pet. The room was locked. Well, I can't deny that. There's no way the bolt could have been drawn across from outside the cabin. You are all quite mistaken. The cabin next door is not a so-called locked room at all. I hope Jones says what I'm thinking. What? Oh yes, there's another entrance. An entrance used last night by the culprit in order to gain access to the cabin despite the bolted door. What other entrance? We never discovered one. Why, it gapes open mouth at you even as we speak. The ventilator, man. The ventilator?
Ha ha ha! You think this is funny? I cannot even put my arm around that hole.
That is true. That ventilator is extremely small. We mean now, maybe? Oh yeah, that's true. The vents. No, Ian. No, don't. It ain't it. It ain't the imposter. That's because your arms are as thick as 3 trunks. Suggesting that the culprit entered and left the victim's cabin through the tiny opening? It's impossible. No, please, no, exactly. Roka's trying to cleanse their soul right now from Among Us. But it is. And last night, the victim even witnessed the intruder in the act of passing through the ventilator. Ooh, that shot of Pavlova's. Now that's really sus. Can we move to a different game? Don't what? I'm lost in the sauce. Can we move to a different meme? Roka keeps doing Among Us jokes. So right now we're trying to what I recommended Roka is to cleanse their soul of Among Us memes. All I hear is sus imposter Among Us. Run while you can, Roka. Hi Gal, thank you for coming. Oh, I want to let you know that you should be able to use my first emote now. So I hope that you enjoy using it. Jones. Also, I hope your day's going well, Gal. Are you referring to the words Kazuma-sama wrote in his diary? 1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound. 1:35 a.m. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dingling from the ventilator grill. Oh my god. Wait, guys. I think I solved the case. But at the same time, it doesn't make sense. So, you know how So someone must have pulled the alarm, which caused the ship to tip over and fall. Kazuma broke a blunt object broke his neck. So, the whistling sound he heard must have been the alarm. And with the boat tipping over, he must have fell, and something in his room must have hit the back of his neck. That's what I'm thinking. Because there's all the stuff on the floor, like his sword and stuff. And that's like the logical explanation I could think of. As for the Russian writing on the floor, that's a little weird because it's just like, oh, then someone must have done it because Kazuma isn't Russian. But like, was it just a bad accident that someone didn't mean to or something? But that's what I'm thinking now. Oh. So it was all an accident? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because like based on that like whole event alone, so it's all an accident or to set up our boy for murder? Yeah. It literally could be either one, Asakura. Because like it based on that incident with the ship, it makes sense for Kazuma's sword or something else just to hit like fell onto Kazuma and like it broke his neck, unfortunately. But like at the same time, it's just like, why would there be Russian writing if not someone to pin it on Ryunosuke? So like, I don't know. This is also weird, but that's what I thought of just now because I think just what everyone's talking about at the moment. Precisely, my dear madam. But what does it mean? What is this speckled band? Answer to that particular conundrum is this vague cabin. Amps. Oh my god, he's throwing hands again. Mr. Sholmes? What are you doing? There is a distinctive element of danger. But fear not, I am ready. What I'm about to expose for all of you will shock you to your cores. Behold! What the? I was right! She had a snake! Her snake is her pet! I freaking called it! Oh my god. It was Hosonaga all the time. Stop it, Roka! Hosanaga's on our side. Jones about to throw hands. I like love that animation of him throwing hands. It's just too good. Freaking the snake. God. Don't tell me a snake's gonna be a witness. Allow me to the band. The speckled band. Oh crap. Oh my god, Jones. You genius. A snake? Indubitably. Yeah, I'm so shocked. I thought it was a rooster. What the freak? It's a freaking... it's a freaking boa constrictor. I called it. It was the snake. I called it. Mr. Sholmes? Just one thing. Pray, what troubles you? Well, that snake isn't really speckled, is it? Yeah, it's like striped. Yeah, it's more stripy. Wouldn't you say? Yes, you're right. In this case, you have to call it the stripe band. Wouldn't you? Oh, okay. So it wasn't snake that people. Both see and observe with distinction. However, I think that this is precisely the trap into which the culprit wishes you to fall. Oh my goodness, really? It's a trap? How exactly? I think perhaps it is time I explain the intricacies of my train of thought. Are you ready, Miss Pavlova? Ooh. I'm sorry for the young man who died, but that is all. His death has nothing to do with me. This whole thing is nothing to do with me. This whole thing is nothing to... Is it more like this whole thing has nothing to do with me? Can he breathe under that snake? You know, probably not, but I think Stroganoff can handle it. No shit, Sholmes. Lost it, please. Sholmes, stop it with the heroin. No, I think Sholmes is onto something. Maybe the heroin's helping. There are two conclusions I've drawn from the facts. Number one, last night, your friend infiltrated the victim's cabin. And number two, the same friend was responsible for the victim losing his life. No. We know that's false. Oh! Yoga! Oh my god! Thank you for the gift sub! Oh, to Roka! Oh, thank you! Thank you! I hope you enjoyed the email, Roka. Turned as white as a bowl of rice again. Oh, that's super sweet of you, Gao Gao. Thank you. Holmes must be right. He's hit the nail on the head. Yes, spam all the hearts. Heart. This young woman's friend? Killed Mr. Asogi? Oh my gosh. Wait, he can't even talk right now, Asakura. Oh my god. It looks like he can't speak with that snake coat around his head. I would advise as little movement as possible, Seaman. You wouldn't want the fangs of that long friend in your neck. So everyone, let's begin. Sherlock Holmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular. Oh, all the hearts are so... Oh, seeing it all together is so cute. Okay, let's go. I really like this new gameplay. Or this new feature, sorry. Miss Pavlova, moments ago you claimed the following. His death is nothing to do with me. The whole thing is nothing to do with me. Yet you cannot deceive yourself. Yes, when you recall those horrid events, your aching heart smarts with pain. And it is that very pain that evidence shows your inextricable link to the victim's death. So we ask, what was the nature of this intruder that stole into the victim's cabin on that portentous night? Or tenuous night, I don't know how to pronounce that. Why, actually, it was the friend with which you boarded this vessel, was it not? As I suspected, another telltale glance. Without doubt, your friend is the writhing serpent we see before us. And yet, that fact leaves us in a quandary. Oh jeez. The victim's written observations on the night in question tell of a speckled band. Whereas, regrettably, the specimen's markings do not fit that description in any way. What explanation can we then give, pray? What was this sight that fell upon the victim's eyes last night? No, don't look at me. That's nothing to do with any of this. Oh, but it does. You have the answer to this quandary even now, hidden behind your back. Oh, what's this? I leave for 10 minutes and there's a heckin' snake? Yeah, Jifu, you're missing out. I called it. She had a pet snake. Yes, that's what you are trying, but failing to conceal can only be the snake's slow skin. Evidently, after a subtle and horrible crime, this most deadly friend of yours shed its original skin. No? I don't know what you're talking about. Last night, through that ventilator visible in this cabin, your then speckled friend slid next door. Using the bell cord on the other side of the bridge, the serpent silently descended into the victim's quarters. In the dim light, it appeared to the young gentleman who was about to lose his life as a speckled band. In summary, the nature of this friend of yours, which last night infiltrated the scene of the crime, is a rare breed of snake, whose markings change each time it slows its skin. Oh, is that even possible? A snake so dreadful, we can only imagine it would be found in the deepest depths of India. Blood-speckled snake. I don't know. Moving on, we come to the heart of the matter, the grim demise of the victim. Sorry to sidetrack real quick. Roka, your description of the snake is like extremely amazing. It eats mice bathed in hummus. Okay, but like hummus bomb though. At least he has good taste. Exactly. Moving on, we could come to the heart of the matter, the grim demise of the victim. How did this young man lose his life? And why? According to the data of which I have been apprised, it would appear there were no visible signs of injury. In fact, the circumstances of the victim's death can only be explained by a terrible venom. Now, if we take that as a fact, we can reasonably imagine that there remains evidence to affirm it at the scene of the crime. Oh no, could there be? Yes, an examination of the deceased's body will prove the cause of death conclusively. Oh dang, Kazuma has like rip-ass shoes. The almost, but not quite, imperceptible puncture wounds left by the venomous fangs will seal the truth. Yes, the vestiges of the snake bite delivered by your terrifying friend. Imagine he's alive. He just like stands up and starts like dancing, like, what's up? This makes no sense. No point in feigning ignorance, Pablo. After the incident, you endeavored to hide everything, didn't you? But now your involuntary glance betrays the hiding place you chose. That's right, you had the evidence that links to the victim's death in that traveling key. When we first met in the cabin, it caught my attention that your case moved periodically. A certain assassin was restless inside, no doubt. Though it is telling that the victim may know of the low whistling sound that he heard minutes before his end. That was your signal, was it not? The sound that you had used for your friend? Right? She's confused. Indeed, you put that serpent through this ventilator and wait. After a period, you summon it back with a whistle. Know if the animal had done its duty, so you listened for signs of life next door. If the victim appeared not to have been dispatched, you released the snake once more. Do you deny the snake has undergone such training? It's not true. Having slithered through the ventilator and down the bell cord, the creature needed only to sink its fangs in once. And its venom would course through the victim's veins, ending his existence forever. Okay, at least we know, like, that's not how Cosmo died. There's no trace of point. That is the true nature of the speckled band that took the poor young man's life. There can be no doubt. My logic is infallible. Oh, Sholmes. I was not dead, motherfuckers. I was party housing. Woo! Dances to Fortnite music. Uses snake as nunchucks. I need someone to like get Kazuma's model and like put that in MMD and like do the same exact thing that you just described. I would love to see. This can unlock Sholm's great deduction of the speckled band. The snake! Miss Pavlova has trained her pet snake as a killing machine. There on the floor, you observe a saucer of milk. Promise of food is the key to training any creature. Incredible! You solved the mystery! Amazing! Your great deduction really lives up to its name. I see now why Herlock Sholmes has become such a household name. Wait, Ryunosuke, why did you say it was incredible? You have the freaking post-mortem report. My dear man, it was nothing remarkable. As the Russians say, I could have done it with one left hand. Snakes drink milk? Yeah, snakes drink milk? Curious now. Can I venture an opinion, Mr. Sholmes? Of course. What's on your mind? It's just, about your deductions before, some things don't quite make sense to me. I welcome questions as to my method, and will answer both loudly and proudly. Oh, well, good. First of all... Hello, Buck! Snakes are egg-laying creatures. Part of the reptile family. You are well informed, madam. And reptiles, don't drink milk. Okay. Thank you, Susato, for clearing that up. It's really only mammals that like to drink milk, you see. Sorry about that. Foxy Mama came in asking for some help. So, I'm not sure it would be possible to train egg using milk as a reward. No matter. No doubt Miss Pavlova used some other treat to encourage her pet to do her bidding. Milk was merely an example. The logic holds. Well, there is something else. Snakes have no ears. Yes, so I'm not sure it would really be possible to signal a snake by whistling. But, madam, what of the tales from Arabia? Have you not heard of the snakes that dance to the sounds of a flute? I think perhaps the performers play their music in time with the snake's natural movements. Oh, I see. No, Susato just debunked that snakes don't drink milk. No hands, no feet, no ears? These creatures are so inept as to be practically useless. Don't take it out on the snakes, Mr. Sholmes. There is one other thing. You have more? Snakes use the scales on their bellies to propel themselves. Though, I'm not really sure that snake could manage to climb up a flat bell cord like the ones in these cabins. Ooh, that is true. I didn't think of that. You know, I never thought of... Yeah, like... I didn't think about, like, snakes. Yeah, they... I mean, Susanna already said it. They don't drink milk. Then it should try harder. Don't be angry with me, Mr. Sholmes. The point is, even if the snake had gone through the ventilator to the next door cabin, it would have come back without help. What I'm trying to say is that there are a number of reasons why it's difficult to imagine the snake could have had a part in this. Yo. You silly bee. I think... Step in and help again, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh no. You don't mean... Yes. You need to modify Mr. Sholmes' latest deductions and turn them into the great ones they ought to be. You never think about snakes. That's why y'all never bother to understand why Martin loves smooth jazz. Okay, true, Roka. I don't think about snakes often, but I don't think Martin likes smooth jazz. Maybe. We have to ask. I had a feeling that was coming. Alright, let's give it a try. That's what I was waiting for, Mr. Naruhodo. Yes, right. So, cast your eyes down to your wrist again. What? Wait, he uncuffed us! Yay! Woo! You done it again? The handcuffs are gone. Where did they go? You're not. I shall see that they're restored after our work is done. I really wish... Now, everyone, let us begin. Sherlock Sholmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular. Hey guys, let's do this! Woo! Oh, this is such... I love the UI. It just... This whole part sequence is so cool. Okay, I'm not gonna like do this whole part. Claim the following. That has nothing to do with me. Not deceive yourself. For those friends, your aching hearts. She does have a pained expression on her face. Yes, that's true. It looks as though Kazuma-sama's death is weighing heavily on her mind. But you're not sure Mr. Sholmes has read her quite correctly, is that it? Would there be some other way to interpret her expression then? Let's take a moment and really look closely at Miss Pavlova. Okay. Oh, wait. Claw scratch. The heck? Oh! Naruhodo-san, look! There seems to be a very painful wound. It looks like a scratch made by some kind of small animal. And fairly recently, too. Well, whatever scratched her doesn't appear to be around here. Let's present.
Yes!
I love how they're utilizing the element. Yes, that's when you recall those horrid events. That claw scratch marks with pain. Indeed, and simple observation that the wound is fresh. Miss Pavlova, did you in fact receive that scratch sometime last night? Yeah, you did. Don't lie.
When I think about the young man who died next door, I feel so sad. And when I'm sad, the pain from it is worse. The pain from this wound is worse.
And it is that very pain that evidences the inextricable link to the victim's death. Uh-huh. Nope. Uh-huh. As I suspected. Uh-huh. Without your friend. Or maybe not. Maybe they do have a cat or dog. I don't know. But where's the snake come from then? It seems like a scratch mark on the back of Miss Pavlova's hand. Made by this of her, doesn't it? Except... no have claws, they. Oh, they don't. They don't even have hands or which claws might grow. Well then, if that snake isn't her pet, what is? What's the true identity of this friend of hers? Should follow her gaze now, Hodo-san. That's where we'll find the answer. Okay, let's see where she's looking. Oh, here we go. That we didn't do that before. Here we go. She has a cat. And there's the bell. Here we go. Oh, look, the photograph in this frame. This must be something Miss Pavlova brought with her when she ran away. She's exceptionally beautiful, isn't she? Yes, that's true. But personally, the little black creature she's holding that's caught my eye. Better take a look at this. That must be the stage costume she's wearing. Quite stunning. I should like to have something like that. And she's wearing the 20,000 rubles on her head as well. Look. It's called a tiara now, Hodo-san. And you shouldn't think of it purely in terms of its value. Must be a strong-willed woman. She turned her back on the world stage and run away all on her own. Okay. Cat! The little cat Miss Pavlova is cuddling here. Oh, what a cute little kitten. It could vie with you, couldn't it, Naruhodo-san? For the blackest outfit. Black kitten. And from the look of this picture at least, Miss Pavlova seems pretty attached to it.
Yes!
Okay, I was wrong. It's not a snake. Without a doubt, your friend is the little kitten we see for us. Yes, the scratch on the back of your hand makes that abundantly clear. Oh no. The whereabouts of the black kitten isn't clear, but what is clear is that you brought the animal with you when you ran away, didn't you? Ah. Darka's my best friend. I couldn't leave her behind. Darka would appear to be a Russian, and yet the fact leaves us in this quandary. Victims' written observations in the night in question tell of a speckled band. Whereas, regrettably, specimen markings do not fit that description in any way. What explanation can we then give, pray? What was the sight that fell upon the victim's eyes last night? No, don't look at me. This has nothing to do with any of this. Oh, but it does. I have the answer to this. Okay, Back. And we took a conceal. That probably isn't it. Do you see that? She just took something out of her pocket and hid it behind her back. It's Pavlova, if you're trying to hide something, you shouldn't like take it out and like hide it behind your back. If she's just left it in her pocket, no one would have ever known. Exactly! Exactly! Oh yes, toys like that are Mr. Shom's specialty. Ever so cleverly force her to reveal something. I thought deduction was specialty, or maybe believe that was a ploy too. Anyway, I find it hard to believe that's never skipped. Which case, what is Miss Pavlova hiding behind her back? Is it a scarf? Oh. Well, it is speckled and it is a band, but what is it? It seems to be soft and fluffy, a long piece of cloth of some kind. And that looks like a handle at one end. Oh. I think it may be a cat's toy. This sort is common in the West, apparently. How's that toy for cats? Cats like to chase the band around and paw at it. Kittens in particular love that sort of play. Only need to wave at it in front of them, and they pounce to catch it. Ah, that sounds positively adorable.
Yes!
Oh, such a cool effect. Yes, that's the thing you're trying but failing to conceal. It's a cat's toy. Precisely, and the true nature of the now infamous speckled band. Ah. And it was this toy that you dangled through the ventilator. You waved it around, I presume. Naturally, the victim would not fail to know. But why? For what reason? My dear boy, there can only be one answer to that. To attract the cat. After her feline friend disappeared through the ventilator into a neighboring cabin, Miss Pavlova attempted to use the speckled cat's toy to incite the creature to return. Ah. In summary, the nature of this friend of Miss Pavlova's, which last night infiltrated the scene of the crime. It's a big, blind, Russian blue breed of cat by the name of Darka. The pet was a cat, then what about Martin? Yeah, rest in peace, Martin. But yeah, like, where is the snake coming from? Is this like snakes on a plane situation, but instead of on a plane, it's on a boat? A truly troublesome feline. Young Darka is proving must be caged once found. So forgive us for borrowing the photograph of your pet, Miss Pavlova. Go. It was after I gave her food last night. Oh, yeah, it was after I gave her food last night. That's when it happened. She scratched the back of my hand and then ran up the bell cord. And before I could do anything, she had disappeared through the ventilator. This game seems crazy. Yeah, like sometimes, random evidence just pops up and like totally tips the scale. Darka, she's so naughty. My fucking cat's in this motherfucking boat. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, this is false. Died by a broken neck. Moving on. Okay. No, this one. In fact, the circumstances of the victim's death can only be explained by not a terrible venom, but broken neck. Finds it anywhere on Kazuma-sama's body. That's right. But Mr. Sholmes seems unaware of the one very important detail. Kazuma wasn't poisoned. Yes, it would seem so. Let's give him the information he's missing now. Ooh, here we go.
Yes!
In fact, the circumstances of the victim's death can only be explained by the post-mortem report. Ah, yes. I knew it was one or the other. His neck was... Indeed, the breaking of the cervical vertebrae is fatal. Only that Goliath would be strong enough to survive that. Seaman strong enough isn't some immortal no. I'm glad that we could see like Ryunosuke's model more. More outside of like the trials. Just because like look at that. It's like there's so much character to it. It makes me happy that they're like using the jury's out. Wait, we have a good authority that the victim's neck was broken. Now, if we take that as a fact, we can reasonably imagine that there remains evidence to affirm it at the scene of the crime. Oh no, could there be... the examination will prove the cause of death? No. Oh, yeah. Kazuma died because his neck was broken. In other words, he was probably struck by something or someone. Yes, that's a distinct possibility. As of yet, no weapon has been found though. Presumably, Darka didn't silently creep up behind Kazuma and deal him a fatal blow. I suppose it's possible that he had a fall and hit the ground awkwardly. It could have been a terrible act of misfortune that he broke his neck completely by accident. Oh yes, a bad fall could explain it. It's rather hard to believe it causes Kazuma-sama though. He wasn't a clumsy man. Well, we need to fix deduction somehow. Is there anything from the scene that could explain what had happened? Okay, it would be the report again.
Yes!
Wait, no, that wasn't it. No! I'm sorry, Sholmes. Okay, President died because of broken neck, yes. Either he was struck by something or fell badly and it had happened by accident. Found in the cabin that puzzled us, if you remember. Strange mark. It should be among the other evidence we gather. Alright. Wait, what? Could that mark explain what had happened? What? How is this related? Well, there's a bell.
Yes!
Okay. Something smells fishy. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Oh my god, his shoes is... Jifu! Jifu! Got no words. Why? Why? We're trying to solve a murder case. Thank you for redeeming the farter. Yes, an examination of the mark on the floor will prove the cause of death. This particular mark, so prominently visible next to the victim's body, is a deposit of shoe polish. Shoe polish? Indeed, positively identified by a little analysis device I constructed, which I carry now as a matter of course. Beeswax, tallow, and dye were my results. The undeniable ingredients of shoe polish. And the color of the polish is a perfect match to the color of Mr. Asogi's laced leather shoes. Looking at this mark, it's not hard to imagine what had happened. For some reason, Mr. Asogi must have caught his foot at some point on the floor and tripped. Please, no. And by a dreadful turn of misfortune, caught his neck against some immovable object as he fell to the floor. Suffering a fatal blow to the spine, the victim's vertebrae shattered, and in that instant, he lost his life. Oh, wait, his spine broke and he also just happened to have a broken neck.
Oh, Kazuma!
At least, like, Kazuma wasn't in pain, but, like, talking about this just makes me so sad that he went out, like...
I don't know. I don't know anything about this.
Is that really true, Miss Pavlova? What about the evidence left at the scene where Mr. Asogi lost his life? Yes, the facts are as clear as day to me. You did all you could to conceal the incriminating evidence. But now your involuntary glance betrays the hiding place you chose. No, something up. Hiding something else here.
I don't believe it. Kazuma-sama merely tripped over and now he's no more? It can't be true. I refuse to accept it.
I know it's hard to believe, but the mark on the floor does seem to suggest that's what happened. But... And if part of Mr. Sholm's deduction is right, Pavlova is trying to hide some evidence that would prove it. Here in this cabin, somewhere in the direction that she just cast her eyes. Where, I wonder? Let's have a good look around. Answer must be here somewhere. Okay, let's see. Let's just examine. There's nothing. This is where Miss Pavlova hid her friend.
That's right, and it wasn't a snake after all.
No, it was a little kitten she calls Darka. Not that it's anywhere to be seen now. It seems to have left itself out of the case and gone exploring. I expect it's wrapped itself around someone's head somewhere, trying to make a new friend. Either that or it's scratching their hand to pieces. The point is, where has it gone to? Oh, that's zoom in. Oh, somebody appears to have dropped 20,000 rubles here.
It hasn't been dropped, Naruhodo-san. It's been placed.
I'm starting to sound like Mr. Sholmes.
Stop trying to sound like the great detective.
Okay. Anything else? Oh, okay. Let's check the...
This is a waste paper basket. Perhaps all the first-class cabins have them.
But Miss Pavlova only started occupying this cabin late last night. Presumably, there's not much rubbish in there yet. Oh ho ho! It's the other half of the bell!
Oh, what's that? It's a broken piece of glass, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And I feel like I've seen it somewhere before.
If it looks familiar, perhaps it's more than your mind simply playing tricks on you.
Okay.
Yes!
Oh, this is so satisfying. That's right. Hid the evidence that links you to the victim's end in that waste paper basket. Ah. Here we have a fragment of some intricate glass object, it would seem. One that has a familiar air, in fact. Precisely. We found another piece of the broken glass on the floor in Mr. Asogi's cabin. And as you can see, the two pieces fit together perfectly.
Oh no.
So, Miss Pavlova, shall we consider what this tells us? What would it be that part of this glass object, which was evidently broken at the scene of the victim's death, should be found in the waste paper basket in your cabin? Yeah. You're well acquainted with this glass bell, are you not? I don't know, and that hushed Russian accent of yours won't save you this time, dear girl. Why? Because we have conclusive evidence linking you to the bell in question. What? Take it away, Mr. Naruhodo. Yes. The evidence linking Miss Pavlova and the little glass bell, that would be her cat. Yep.
Yes!
If you look at the photograph, you can clearly see, hanging from Darka's collar, the very glass bell in question. Don't lie. The truth has caught up with you, Miss Pavlova. The young man who lost his life last night died so after a truly inauspicious fall. And the cause of that fateful stumble? Oh, sick. Your absent feline friend, Darka. I couldn't tell anyone. I'm sorry. Wait a second. Death by tripping over a cat? Kazuma? Is this really how you went? Okay, so last night, the cat came through and they saw the speckled band. The cat came. Kazuma tripped on the cat, which, you know, with the shoe polish on the floor and the broken bell, and died? Wait, what? How did he? What broke his back though? Something must have like fallen on. No, there wasn't anything on top of him, but there was all the stuff all over the floor. Okay, anyways, he must have tripped and caused something to like. It must have caused something to fall onto Kazuma, which broke his spine. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. What? Yeah, exactly. I'm like just in awe. I think they said he hit a table or something. Did they? Hold on, let me check the court record. Damage to the cervical vertebrae resulting in instant death. The victim's neck was almost certainly broken as a result of a strong blow to the area. No obvious external injuries or trace of poison. I don't think it's by the table. He was too far away from the table. Okay, let's keep talking. Why don't you tell us now, Miss Pavlova? Tell us exactly what happened last night. It was a little after 1 in the morning. It's elementary, my dear. Yeah, I wish they like... I don't know if it's trademarked or something, but I would love to hear it voiced by... No, you know, Sholmes did say that line. I hope that their voice actor like will say it someday. So late that I haven't had the time to feed Darka, so I gave her some food. And then, all of a sudden, she scratched me and jumped out of my hands. People do say that cats become very, very anxious and nervous in new environments. So fast, she disappeared through the ventilator before I could stop her. And that's how you acquired the rather nasty wound on the back of your hand, I take it? Yes. And I had read the rules on the wall. I knew that I was not allowed Darka with me. Yes, modern science suggests that animals can carry infectious diseases. It's a precaution, really. So I listened and listened, trying to hear if there was some noise in the next cabin. Oh! It was fake quiet. I was sure if someone was there, it must be sleeping. So at that point, you thought it was safe to try to lure the kid back? by dangling the end of the toy through the ventilator and into the adjoining cabin. Parker always loves this toy, and it didn't work. Nothing worked. I tried using her favorite toy, tried whistling to her softly, but nothing. Oh, there's the whistle. She didn't return. So the faint whistling sound Cosmo wrote about in his diary was Miss Pavlova trying to retrieve her pet. Pets have a propensity to remain hidden in the shadows when frightened. Yes, so there was nothing else I could do. I just had to wait until she calmed down. But then... Oh gosh. Oh, Kazuma. Oh wait! Second True to Heart, thank you so much for the head pat. I totally missed it. Oh no, I'm so sad. I was so focused on what was happening. But thank you for the head pat. Thank you, thank you. I nearly passed out with shock. I'd heard her cry out and then, oh, it was such a dreadful bang. Then afterwards, nothing. Kazuma was... From the appearance of the brown mark on the floor, it seems likely that what you heard was the victim stepping on the glass bell and tripping. The SS Bureau is a large vessel, but even she can pitch the roll violently without warning. And Mr. Asogi was already off balance as a result of the ship lurching when the kitten got under his feet. A combination of unfortunate factors could probably have caused him to fall over. But what became the kitten afterwards? In the end, I managed to get her to come back through the ventilator. Yet Darka's nowhere to be seen? I must have forgotten my lock case. And now she's disappeared again. Gracious, that cat is as insufferably restless as I am. Well, he knows something about himself at least. When I woke this morning, I heard that a young man in the cabin next to mine has died. I couldn't bring myself to tell anyone what had happened. I was too scared. Scared that they would send me back. Oh, hold on a minute. What about the snake? You're right. Where is it? If the snake isn't your friend, Miss Pavlova, then who is it? And where did it come from? Oh my gosh, wait. Stroganov. It's your pet? Oh gosh. What on earth is such a dangerous creature doing on board this ship?
Oh, I didn't say. Snake is my friend. His name is Pudosko.
What? That snake belongs to you? He escaped from cage when emergency alarm sounded. I was looking for him. I did not expect him to find him in here. Oh, oops. I was supposed... I'm so, like, in the zone with the story right now. Yes, how did that snake get into this cabin? But animals are not permitted on board.
We are sea for 1 year. You want to be so long without close friend, without someone who understands.
Couldn't you find someone a little more human who understands you better? But my dear burly fellow, a gargantuan venomous snake? Surely you can appreciate the danger you're putting everyone in.
No venom.
Huh?
Roscoe does not have venom. He is harmless, very long, but very gentle. He's adorable like Granny.
It's venomless? Yes. Now,
Yes, now he is hungry, so he is in bad mood. But once I feed him, you will see a big smile.
And you feed him what? Milk, I suppose?
Like they say milk. Like they say they milk chickens? Ridiculous. Snakes that drink milk are only in stupid stories. Roscoe eats mouses. Big, fat, round mouses.
Oh, so is that what the mousetrap in the passageway out there is for?
Of course. How else can I catch my friend's favorite food?
Nothing says top of the food chain like the look in their eyes right now. Ah. No. Hello, hello? Guys hear me? Welcome back. Thank you, thank you. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. Hello, hello? Can you guys hear me? I'm so sorry. I hope you guys can. I guess hello? Hi, Ian. Sorry. I think my whole grid, or like not grid. Essentially the electricity jumped, and so like that turned off everything. Mic check. Yeah, mic check 1 2 3. Can you guys hear me? I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I think the because I heard some like weird noises, and then like the light in my room like flickered for a little bit, and then like yeah, it just like totally jumped. So I think it should be fine now. Oh darn. Also, I'm looking at sound. Oh, thank you, G-Food. Thank you, Asakura. Yeah, I'm glad everything's okay though. Oh my gosh, that scared the livings out of me. Guess that's just all part of the board. Are we? Oh, now I'm seeing your previous message. Are we back? Yes, now everything's okay. Thanks, guys. Oh no. Sorry, excuse me. I'm going to try out something real quick. Okay. My sound alerts are broken. No! Okay, I'll have to like fix it off stream. It seems. Oh, you know what? Let me just do that. Hold on. Give me a second. Refresh it. Okay. Now if I try this again. Is there music playing? No, there's no music playing right now because it's like a shocking moment. The shocking moment is when I went offline. Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, I just need a...
Objection!
Ah, there we go. Okay, I fix it. Okay, now we could continue. Sorry, guys. I understand the difficult situation you found yourself in, and I do sympathize. But please remember this. A young man lost his life. If you're going to attempt to cover up your guilt with lies, then no matter what the circumstances, I cannot forgive you. Oh, dang. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me just tweet out real quick that okay. Thank you everyone for your patience. It means a lot to me. I'm so sorry. What are you talking about, Miss Mikotoba? What lies? Miss Pavlova just confessed everything. Yeah, she's lying because I think she probably went into the room, took the bell, and like saw the wardrobe and like wrote in Russian. Oh, thanks, Roka, for the hearts. Don't worry, thank you. It was just a series of unfortunate events. An accident. I'm no great detective like Mr. Sholmes. I don't have a gift for knowing the truth. But even I can see that was not the truth. Don't you agree, Mr. Naruhodo? To be perfectly honest, yes. There's a discrepancy in Pavlova's story. I'm sure of it. I just don't quite put my finger on it. I confess, I was intending to let Scotland Yard deal with any outstanding issues on this matter. Oh? I am only present here for a very specific reason. Truth is, you, Mr. Naruhodo, are simply a distraction. A distraction? I do hope you have not been finding your shackles too uncomfortable. Thanks. Not again. When did he do that? Especially as they're on your wrist as a result of my intervention. I was rather hoping I could resolve matters before we made our next port call. You were, Mr. Sholmes? Yes, but I overlooked one important detail. The Russian writing. The deceased young man was a very close companion of yours. Is he not? Yes. Kazuma was my closest friend. I owed him my freedom, even. In that case, we must follow this to its conclusion. No further distractions. You must uncover the real truth here, Mr. Naruhodo. Yes, whatever that may be. The key to this is the discrepancy in Miss Pavlova's case, I'm sure. If I can chase that down, maybe the truth will become clear. Kazuma! No! The truth about how you really died, about how that scene in your cabin really came to be. Alright, I'll see what I can do. Excellent. Thank you, Mr. Naruhodo. So then, shall we begin? Yes. What we should ponder first... Oh, his stuff didn't fall on the floor. So like, I thought stuff fell over because I was looking at his sword and stuff. And I thought it was more tipped over than I thought, but from the looks of it, it's perfectly fine. Is the victim who lost his life in the cabin that was bolted shut from the inside. Was this truly an unfortunate accident? Was it the fact no accident at all? That is what we must establish in the first instant. But we already established it, haven't we? The man tripped over the kitten that had climbed into his cabin via the ventilator. Tragic, yes, but still an accident. Wait, let's just take a step back. It doesn't make sense if that's really what happened, does it? If he were really killed by tripping on a cat, would that be a catastrophe? I love bad jokes. Thanks, Asakura. That healed my soul. Chifu. It doesn't make sense if that's really what happened. Does it? I'm going to ask you to spell it out for me, I'm afraid. Yes, it's starting to take shape now. There's a clear contradiction between the facts and Miss Pavlova's story here. The evidence is right there in Kazuma's cabin. It's undeniable. That was powerful! Ian! But Guys, I love your jokes tonight. It's amazing. His death couldn't possibly have been a mere accident. But really? Let us show our hand, Miss Naruhodo. Time to present the evidence. The evidence that proves unequivocally the victim's death was no mere incident. Who's this? Yeah.
Yes!
Truth is clearly recorded in the photographic print. There's no way that Mr. Asogi could have left this message on the floor. That script. It's Russian, isn't it? Indeed it is. The word written means wardrobe. I see what you mean. Most people would leave a dying message in their native language. Japanese in this case. But maybe he was studying Russian. It's a simple language. He could pick it up very fast. That doesn't seem likely. That's actually not the point. It makes no difference whether he knew Russian or not. Sorry? What do you mean? Exactly what I said before. There's no way that Mr. Asogi could have left this message on the floor. And the reason why is clearly explained here. Damage to the cervical vertebrae resulting in instant death. Instant death. Which means after the victim fell to the floor, he couldn't possibly have written anything. Because he was already dead. Dun dun dun! That's not the only reason either. There's something else we found in Mr. Asogi's cabin. A remnant of something that couldn't possibly have been there if what Miss Pavlova told us was true. What? Oh, Susato-san has noticed it too then. Putting this message on the floor aside, there's something else that gives the truth away. Another piece of evidence that proves that this was no mere accident. In other words, oh shoot, I actually kind of don't know this one. Hold on. Another piece of evidence that's proof that this was no mere accident. I think it might be the logs. Well, that might be a stretch. Maybe? Nothing to report, nothing to report. There's nothing after. Oh, that doesn't make sense. Okay. Another piece of evidence. Okay, so we've already presented this. Another thing that proves that it can't be an accident. Oops. Oh, not this. Okay, sometime between 1 a.m. and a little past 2, damage to the cervical resulting that the victim's neck was almost certainly broken as a result. Oh! The victim's neck was almost certainly broken as a result of a strong blow to the area. Yeah, so someone purposely bonked like Kazuma.
Yes!
What point are you trying to make with that evidence? I'm starting to see how Kazuma's death really happened, I think. Oh, what? No! How's that? There was no accident, then what you should be looking for is one of two things. Either the absence of something you would expect to find at the scene of an Either the absence of something you would expect to find at the scene of an accident, or the presence of something you wouldn't. Most competently put, my dear madam. I compared to rather languid I see. Doesn't fill me with confidence, Mr. Naruhodo. Okay. So, either the absence of something you expect to find at the another accident, the absence you expect to find, or okay, is it the cat bell? Contradiction between facts and Pavlova's evidence is right there in Kazuma's cabin. A message on the floor side. This also good. Not you. I think. Huh. Something that's not really there. It's either the ship log or the bell. I'm just gonna present the bell. Because they said, oh, okay, there it is. This piece of broken glass next to the mark on the floor. But that's the glass bell the kid had around its neck. We already know all about that. It was broken in half when the victim tripped over the cat and fell. So we already have a satisfactory explanation. What's the flaw in that logic? Unfortunately, there's a very big flaw. A fatal flaw. What? If that's really what happened, then how did one half of the bell end up back here in this cabin? Ooh. Yes, remember that we found the other half of the glass bell in that waste paper basket? Would you care to explain that, Miss Pavlova? Oh no. Both of these pieces of evidence clearly point to the same conclusion. That Mr. Asogi died last night in his cabin. There was someone else in the room. Pavlova, why? And that same person deliberately arranged the scene to disguise the truth in order to cover up his or her own guilt. Yes, there was someone else present in Mr. Asogi's. You are wasting time.
Someone else there? Duh, of course, we know this.
What are you talking about?
Bulkhead was bolted shut from the inside. There was no way in or out.
Oh, yes. And only other person in the cabin when young student died was you.
Yes!
It's true, I was in the cabin when it happened. You were shut inside the cabin wardrobe to be precise about the details. But I don't know Russian. There's no way I would have left that message. Not would have. There's no way you could have left that message to be precise about the details. Would you mind? Ah ha 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 ha. Forgive me, my dear fellow. As I was saying, the person in question wrote the word wardrobe in Russian on the floor. An attempt to incriminate me for the crime, even though I had been asleep in there the entire time. And then, the same person picked up the broken glass bell that had fallen on the floor, and fear was becoming evidence that would show how Mr. Asogi really died. Okay, if Pavlova was really trying to clean up the crime, how come she didn't pick up that other piece? Really? But why wouldn't this person have taken all the pieces of the bell anyway? Leaving half the bell behind was always going to raise questions. Yes, well, it was past 1 o'clock in the early hours of the morning. The cabin would have been quite dark. Oh, okay. Thank you for the explanation. A single small lamp suspended from the ceiling would barely cast any light on the floor there. Little wonder then that the culprit failed to notice a fragment of the tiny item. You all suspect me, don't you? Aww, Stroganoff. Steamin' Stroganoff?
Nina is a woman of sea. She is the daughter of strong sailor. 2 years ago, they noticed her dancing skills and she went away to join ballet company. But before she was dancing on this ship, a member of ship's band.
Oh.
You do not accuse ship's angel of being criminal.
Ah, so that's it.
You say that when young student died, Nina was there in his cabin? That's not possible. I give my tooth.
Well, this is almost interesting. And why would you give your tooth, pray? How can you be so sure?
You are a great detective. You should know. Look truth in eyes. Cabin bulkhead was bolted shut from the inside. Nobody could go into the cabin. Not Nina, not anyone. Or would you tell me the killer can walk through locked doors? Yet, it's impossible.
Ah, right. But wait, I read about this in detective stories. People often tie threads around door latches so they can open and close from the outside.
Red, are you stupid? These bulkheads are not barn doors.
Certainly not. These are watertight doors as one could expect to find any modern suit. Constructed by heavy steel, but not a gap inside. No threads or needles or magnets could have been used. No, of course not. I thought so too. But Mr. Naruhodo suggested it earlier, so... Sato-san, how could you shift it onto me like that? Well, Seaman Stroganoff has a valid point. The cabin door could have been bolted shut from the outside. Not necessarily.
What?
I put to you that I could bolt this cabin door without laying a finger on it. And in this very cabin, you can see traces of the method I have in mind having been used before. I don't believe it. Well, Mr. Naruhodo, I believe you know what I mean, don't you? A way to shut the bolt of the cabin door from the outside? One does spring to my mind, yes. Do you really know, Mr. Shom? Do you know what Mr. Shoms mean, Mr. Naruhodo? Yes, and so should you. Because we've seen it happen. Indeed we have. So, would you care to do the honors, Mr. Naruhodo? Point the telling signs of the method that was used to slide the cabin door bolt across the room. Wait, point out the telling signs of the method that was used. Oh, methods. Okay. Huh? Oh, okay.
Yes!
Look at the bookcase there. See how all the books and things on it have toppled over? That must have happened when the ship made its emergency stop before. Yes, that's right. A very powerful vessel after all. When the engines are thrown into reverse, a violent jolt goes across the entire ship. Any small objects that aren't fastened down are bound to fall over. I believe... Yes, that's what's known as the force of inertia, acting on the objects. Is there nothing Susato doesn't know? Or that isn't in her book, at least? Well, whatever it's called, the same force that pushed over the books on the bookcase also made something else in the cabin move. The bolt on the cabin door. Ooh, I love this music so much! Ah! It was very obvious just after the emergency stop that the ship made earlier. We had come into the cabin not long before and we hadn't bolted the door. But then... I'm gonna drink some water. Make sure you guys stay hydrated too. Hello? Is anybody there? Shout if you need assistance. Oh, that sounds like... Inspector Hosonaga. Oh, yes. That's it. When the ship stopped suddenly, the bolt flew across and locked the door. Yes, it's made of metal, but it's small and light enough to be moved by the ship's sudden urge of speed. Or the force of ineptia? If you want to call it that. Are you trying to say that last night, after Mr. Asogi was killed? Oh. Ah, there we go. Oh, and everything. So I was right. Everything was toppled over, if I remember. The SS Bureau made another emergency stop. When I woke up this morning and looked around the cabin, I thought it looked a little odd. All the books on the shelves had toppled over, and all the ornaments. It was almost as if someone had run their hand across the shelves and deliberately knocked everything over. Oh yes, I remember that. And I stood them all up again, didn't I? And then when we came to this cabin, we were surprised to see the same thing in here. All the books and everything had toppled over, just like in Mr. Asogi's cabin. Oh my. You have anything to say about this, Ms. Pavlova? Wait a second. You know how Mr. Stroganov has those stripes around his face? I always thought of that when we first met him. I always thought it was a little weird. But the reason why is because of the snake. The snake wraps around his head like that and it leaves impressions. Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Are you out of your mind? You say Bureau made emergency stop?
It does seem a little far-fetched. How could that possibly have happened? Unless you're saying that the culprit is actually someone from the engine room. Oh, it is simple enough. Are you forgetting the button in the passageway outside? Used to trigger the emergency alarm? Oh yes, of course. There was a notice, wasn't there, telling you only to press the button in times of emergency? On the dark nights when the fog is dense, the captain cannot afford to rely on the eyes of his lookout alone. Hence, the placement of number of buttons around the vessel to allow any crewman to raise the alarm. The sort of button one is almost compelled to press to satisfy one's curiosity. Ah, Stroganov.
Wait, it was you?
When the button is pressed, two things happen in the interest of safety. The emergency alarm bell rings, the vessel comes to a complete stop. As indeed it did a little earlier today. Oh my god, Sholmes. He pressed the button!
Mr. Sholmes? Surely it wasn't you who...
As I always say, a button has one purpose in life. To be pressed, whatever the occasion. He sounds almost proud of himself.
How dare you mess up Wood ship? I report you to Captain. You are in much trouble now.
Now, I'm sure all can wait until later. Let us not overlook the fact that we have now learned a valuable lesson. When the vessel makes an emergency stop, the bolts on the cabin doors slide closed.
So, what we must now consider... Yes, it all comes down to one thing now. Last night, after what happened to Mr. Asogi, did the ship make an emergency stop, or did it not? You idiots! Bureau is a very huge ship with many passengers. If we make an emergency stop even in the middle of night, there would be chaos everywhere.
What are your thoughts, Mr. Naruhodo? Well, it's certainly possible that some kind of emergency happened last night. We have evidence to support that idea.
Really?
Oh, sorry. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, Susato. I gave you Stroganoff's voice. Fascinating. Do show us, my good man. Evidence that promotes the theory that some emergency grip wiped this vessel last night. And that is the ship log.
Yes!
Seaman Stroganoff, it's your duty to patrol the first-class area of the ship. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that is correct. Why?
And the ship's log here, this would be where you record the details of your duties.
What are you doing with that? That is mine.
You rather carelessly left it atop the little makeshift bureau in the passageway out there. But as a responsible passengers, we took it in our care with a mind to return it to you.
You left it on there on purpose. That's where I put it always.
The point is, looking at what you usually record, it's clear that under normal circumstances, you write the phrase, "nothing to report" every 30 minutes. But from 2 o'clock last night until the first light this morning, nothing was recorded at all. Dun, dun, dun! Nothing recorded in the log? See?
That is, because nothing happened.
If nothing happened, you would normally write "nothing to report," wouldn't you? Gulp. Indeed so, which tell us that shortly after 2 a.m., something happened. You aboard the SS Bura. Something sufficiently significant to make you forget to fill in the ship's log, in fact. Suggesting that the ship really did make an emergency stop in the middle of the night? Stop talking
rubbish.
If I'm perfectly honest, I find that a little hard to believe myself. Oh, why? Well, because if something as major as an emergency stop really had happened, surely all of us would have noticed. That's very true. Thanks to the emergency stop we experienced earlier, we all know what it feels like now. The ship lurched so violently, and the alarm bell was so loud. I can imagine that anybody would sleep through that, even if it happened in the dead of night. Yeah, this is what Asakura, I think you mentioned this one. Like, someone would have woken up. Well, no, that's a good point. I'm sorry I've not been talking. I was looking for a 3D model Kazuma to make him dance on MMD. Didn't find it. Oh my gosh, Roka! No, it's okay. No worries if you don't interact. It's okay to look as well. But oh my gosh. Thank you for looking around though. What of dropping? Oh, see guys, I called it. Sorry, what do you mean? Your head, man. The throbbing of your head since this morning? All suffered from it. Oh, yes, I've had a headache, you're right. In fact, I haven't been feeling myself since I woke up today. Nor have I. My head has been feeling heavy ever since dawn. Yes, you've been afflicted, haven't you? Just as I suspected. He's right. My head's been throbbing today too. And since eating dinner yesterday evening, everything just sort of felt hazy. I can't really remember anything that happened after I climbed back inside the wardrobe. Thanks. Tried to make one but couldn't. Oh, it's okay, Roka. So it was that. My head's been throbbing too today. Oh, Kitget! Thank you for coming. Hi. I hope your day's going well. Also, I hope your head isn't actually throbbing. Drink a lot of water. Hydrate. It's very important. Roka, weird logic. Yeah, like so the emergency stop happened and it conked everyone out? Like, that's really weird. But like here, the food part interests me. Like, did they spike it? Because Kazuma's the only person that didn't eat the food because he doesn't like chicken. Hello, it is. I will drink lots of Mountain Dew. No, Keegan, not Mountain Dew. That would be the opposite of what I'm trying to tell you. Thank you for coming. I hope you enjoy the stream. Oh, thank you for the head patch, Ifru. Thank you. Then the first thing I noticed this morning was the throbbing pain in my head. I'd really been dragged out of the wardrobe, shackles, and had those handcuffs put on me by that point. I might not talk a ton, but yeah, I'll be looking at least. Oh yeah, don't worry, Kiget. Thank you so much for coming in general. I really appreciate it. Do it. Gosh. Why didn't I wake up when all of this was happening to me? Tell me, Mr. Naruhodo. Ordered this vessel as a stowaway, didn't you? Oh, well, yes. Sorry. Stowaway class of accommodation doesn't usually include meals. What did you survive on? Oh my god! They did spike the chicken! Ah, well, Kazuma looked after me. He was always happy to share his meals. So you enjoyed some of the whole roast chicken dish that was served to you yesterday evening, I take it? Yes, in fact, I had all of that. Kazuma wasn't fond of chicken. Oh, really? So the victim didn't eat any of the chicken at all. That's right, he didn't touch it. That relevant? Mountain Dew's bad. Have some Monster and Red Bull with vodka. That's better. No, Roka! That's bad! What? You get... Those are great... No, those are not great ideas! Guys! I'm trying to promote a healthy lifestyle. I don't think... I think all those drinks combined could, literally kill someone. My dear fellow, did that not strike you? Oh, the Shomes. To say that there was something wrong with the chicken? I was right. I do. No. Really, is that true? The meal prepared for the passengers last night had been tampered with. Tampered with by the dish of a soporific, designed to induce a very deep slumber in those a sleep pill? You mean whoever did this laced every meal with a sleeping drug? No one would notice the ship's emergency stop? Wow, this plan is very elaborate. Nah, monsters grows, either bang or rip it. Wait, what does even bang or ripping a monster mean? But it's healthy. Maybe. No, Roka, it is not healthy. Red Bull and ice cream is busted. No! Red Bull and ice cream? That just sounds really gross. That's almost Hachima levels. Mr. Naruhodo, of course that's not what Mr. Sholmes mean. What a far-fetched idea. Precisely. Lacing every meal of every passenger on board with a soporific drug would certainly be impossible. Unless, that is, every single member crew was a conspirator. What? Mr. Sholmes? Well? I'm sorry to say that any more deception in this matter will get you nowhere. Aha! If you refuse to talk, there would have to be an inquiry made through the shipping company, of course. And for that to happen, every member of the crew and the captain himself would be hauled over the coals. Chili sauce with Red Bull? No, also very gross. Bang and Rip It or energy. Oh, okay, the other energy drink. See, guys, I'm not a gamer. I don't know any of the. I barely know any energy drink. Trust me, Red Bull, ice cream, shakes, slap. Shakes? Shakes? What? Okay, I had to Google this after. For aiding and abetting a renegade. Oh, what? Now this is elaborate. Please, no more. I will tell you everything. I cannot make problems like this for everyone anymore. These crewmen are your former comrades, I believe. Yes, so when I decided to run away, I asked them to help me. We all agreed to help. Everyone together. They threw away everything. Our fame in the ballet. Mother Russia. We wanted to help our angel. I don't believe it.
You're right. We put sleeping drug in chicken last night.
Yes, I remember now. I did notice chewing on a lump of something strange and bitter at one point. Really, Ryunosuke? You noticed that and you didn't make any connections?
Yeah, we could not make all drug. How do you say? Resolve.
Oh my gosh. Ugh, talk about heavy seasoning.
At midnight in waters near Shanghai, we brought our angel on board. She was helped by comrade on shore with small fishing boats.
Oh, so you did the emergency stop at Shanghai and then, okay. While all the passengers of the SS Bureau slept soundly, thanks to the almost magical effects of the slumber-inducing potion their evening meals had contained. So, if that's what happened, the only person awake on the ship last night, the crew, people who disliked chicken, and the newly boarded passenger, Miss Pavlova. Nothing beats mixing some energy drinks with vodka and chili powder, though. Roka, that sounds so dangerous. Okay, I may be a fox spirit and sake is always offered to me at my shrine. I cannot drink any alcohol. I'm very lightweight. So I prefer drinking tea, and especially boba and bubble tea. I love those things. They taste so good. So here just alcohol mixed together with different other things that can, give lots of energy. I'm just that just sounds like bad news. They put too much in then. You can't drink that. It will cause death. Yeah, exactly. Boba? Yeah, boba and bubble tea. I freaking love it. And that means it would have been possible for you. You could have used that emergency stop trick to lock Kazuma's cabin door. But how does that make sense? Really, every cabin would have ended up locked in that case. There would have been a complete chaos. Boba? Oh no, that's dangerous. Unhealthy. Okay, I do admit boba and bubble tea are dangerous and very unhealthy. So I recommend not to drink it all the time. So I drink it probably twice a month or something. Mixing alcohol and energy drinks together messes most people up. It's an upper energy drinks and a downer alcohol. Oh gosh. Do people actually like make that and drink it? That just sounds so bad for your like kidneys. That's the opposite of alignment. Unalignment? Oh my gosh, Roka. Oh, I would say so. What? Ah, of course. Like us, all the other passengers would have eaten their evening meal of chicken in their cabins, after which they would have been overwhelmed by the tiredness because of the sleeping right. And accordingly, all passengers were already in their cabins for the night. Yes. The overwhelming majority of passengers would have to sleep with their cabin doors bolted anyway. And so not one of them would have found it remarkable to find the door locked in In summary, in order to fasten the bolt of a single cabin door to the ship, the culprit brought the entire vessel to an emergency stop in the early hours of the morning. Dang! What's boba? Ian. You don't know what boba or bubble tea is? Yeah, just Google it and then you'll see. It's traditionally, it's, how would I describe it? It's usually a tea-based drink, either milk tea or like tea with like flavored syrups, served with tapioca balls, and they're made out like of a root, I believe. Oh yeah, we do. Oh, Ian, please don't drink too much. Don't drink too much. What would you call it? Energy drink and alcohol together? Oof. Just Google booba. No. Don't listen to Roka. You gotta take out one O. I only know it from the memes with the boobs. Asakura, not you too! No! That's not what I mean! Battery acid? Oh, yeah, that would be a name for that, Jifu. I live in South Dakota. So we don't get fancy stuff like that. Oh. I hope you could try it someday. Yeah, just do like... Actually, you can make it at home, and on Amazon you could actually buy at-home kits. I highly recommend it. It's a fun thing to do at home, you know, with staying at home with everything.
You have talked a long time and said many things. What is the point?
The point what I said earlier. There was somebody else present on the scene when the victim lost his life last night. Someone who left a message in Russian on the floor in an attempt to eliminate another. Someone who tried desperately to hide the broken fragments of glass that would reveal the culprit's identity. And someone who abused the ship's emergency stop procedure in order to lock a door. All told, a busy night. But... I don't know about any of this. I'm just a little girl. You're 15. And you ran away from home.
You like to speak with your long English words and explain your clever ideas. But I am a sailor, and sailors don't listen to long, boring stories we don't believe. Sailors like me, we trust only what we see with our eyes.
A laudable trait. What? Oh, what? Exactly, boba is bad. No, boba is not battery acid. Actually, you know what? I might count it. If you drink too much boba, I'm sure it would cause a lot of problems. We call it the charge and torque. Oh my gosh. That sounds so dangerous and so scary. No, boba's good. Yeah, Jifu's onto something. Boba is good. But I have to agree, it is very unhealthy. Alcohol plus energy drink though, yeah, that does not sound good. I'm quite of the same position, my good man. Observation to me is everything. This is Naruhodo. Oh, yes? Good. The accusatory cry of guilt on the wind. Ooh, damn, Sholmes. What accusatory cry of guilt? Sorry, you've lost me. Proof of involvement, man. You can't hear such a call with your ears? No, you must hear with your eyes. Observation is the basis of all deduction. What are you
talking about?
I believe time has come for one final logic and reasoning spectacular. Expose the truth. Oh yeah, let's go. So, Mrs. Naruhodo, your assistance if you... With what exactly, Mr. Sholmes? With observation, my dear fellow, just as I said, of these two prevaricators. I'm so sorry. I can't read. Observation? Alright, I gotta go now. It's been fun. Oh, it's okay. Thank you so much, Ian, for stopping by and like chatting. It was really fun having you, and I hope you have a great rest of your day or evening. Thank you, thank you. Mixed boba with beer though? There is alcoholic boba. My friends had it and they said it tastes very, very bad. Wait, Sholmes, here with our eyes? Stop it with the heroin, please. Yeah, Sholmes he's a little cray-cray. If you remember, Mr. Naruhodo, we know that somebody tried to fabricate evidence, don't we? By tampering with the scene of Mr. Asogi's death. What we're looking for is some trace of evidence that one of these two was there when it happened. Precisely. You are delightfully quick to grasp my meaning. Alright, I'll see what I can see. So we're looking for a trace of evidence that shows someone else was there last night when Kazuma died. Okay. Let's see. Chunky arms. He has arms like tree trunks, doesn't he? Hairy tree trunk. Yes, he certainly has sailor arms. He's a born man of the sea. If I had been awake, I couldn't have done anything about being dragged out that wardrobe by this man. Naruhodo-san? Are you right? You seem to be lost in thought. Oh, sorry. Blame these hairy tree trunks. Oh, left ear. Did examine that? Oh, the earring. Yes, such petite ears amongst that beautiful hair, like little pink shells. Oh, what's that? There's something dangling from her ear. Wait a second. Ah, that's an earring. The crescent moon part looks as though it's made from wood. It's charming, isn't it? Women do seem to love adornments like that. Their hair, around their necks, on their fingers, even hanging from their ears, it seems. Oh, jewelry is beautiful, Naruhodo-san. Wait a second. Ahaha, we found it! The ink mark. Okay, let's just look around though. Left ear. Oh, right ear. Oh, okay. But we missed this little conversation. Okay, well, let's just present the ink stain. So they were in on it this whole time. And they tried to pin it on me. Again. For Ryunosuke. I feel bad. I'm trying to live his life. Wait. Wait. These people killed Kazuma in order to just sneak this ballerina on? And I get that no one is supposed to know that she left, but they really thought Kazuma was a threat? I mean, okay, I get it. They're strangers, so like they don't really know anyone's personality, but like you're willing to kill someone. Hide some, like, that's insane.
Yes!
Oh shoot, I forgot to examine it. Oh well. Man Stroganoff. You seem like to have quite a large purple stain on the back of your white uniform there.
Yes, I I don't know where the dirt comes from.
So nothing in particular comes to mind about the stain?
What are you trying to say?
Willing to kill and frame someone? Yeah, that doesn't sit right with me. That's so effed up. It would appear the significance of the stain has escaped your attention, Seaman. Allow us to make it plain. A very large purple stain on the back of Seaman Stroganov's uniform. And I think what made it is clear. Indeed it is. So, Mr. Nahodo, present the evidence that proves it. My pleasure. Alright then. The evidence that proves what that stain on the back of Seaman Stroganov's uniform really is it.
Yes!
Oh, so cool. Yes. It's this photograph and the ink it shows. That's what caused the stain on your uniform. Ink? A rather unusual color of ink. Purple. Oh, ink. Purple. Ah, the penny drop. At last. Now you see the significance? The Russian word on the floor next to the victim's body was written in purple ink. Oh my gosh, this music is so sick. And the stain on the back of your uniform is ink of the exactly same color. If the ink had been dry, it couldn't possibly have stained your uniform in that way. Which means you must have been present in the cabin in the moments immediately after the ink was spilled.
Alright, yes. It was me. I did it. Everything. I arranged everything in the dead student's cabin to look like the wardrobe man did it. I pressed a button to make Bira do emergency stop and both cabin doors shut. Did everything so no one would suspect our angel.
Man, this, I don't know if I should applaud him for, really sticking up for her, or not applaud him the biggest simp for her. You know what? It's okay. I'll let this slide. If
Don't worry, Angel. Let me do that. It was after 1 in the morning. I was on duty patrolling passengers when our angel came to me. It was white like sheet.
please, just help me.
I went with her. The door to the cabin number 1 was open. I looked inside. I saw a student boy on floor. What happened here?
Anyone? My little one. My little furry friend. Oh, okay. So, okay. They didn't know Kazuma was the only one not asleep. And so, okay. You know what? They didn't mean to kill anybody. So okay, so I take back what I said earlier. They didn't kill Kazuma. And it was purely by accident that he tripped on the cat and instantly died. Oh gosh, that's awful. And then when they came to the room, they were like, oh shoot, he dead. We gotta yeah, they were like, okay, he's dead. The cause of the death was the cat, and who did the cat belong to? Well, to this fancy lady right here. No, we can't have that, so... Yeah, okay. Okay.
Everything that happened in cabin is like Angel told you.
The kitten escaped through the ventilator into Mr. Asogi's cabin, and he tripped over it and broke his neck while he fell to the floor.
Yes, that is right.
After the incident when the cat ran away, Miss Pavlova then visited the cabin next to hers, only to find its occupant lying lifeless on the floor.
She said she was worried when she heard sound of something falling on the floor. That's when she went to look. No. No. The door was not locked. So she opened to look and you already know what happened after.
I feel bad for her because it was an accident. It's also like, damn, this is how our boy goes out.
There's just one thing, if you wouldn't mind. What?
When you went to Mr. Asogi's cabin, Miss Pavlova, was he already dead? Why?
I already told you. When Nina opened the door of student's cabin and looked inside.
I was asking Miss Pavlova. Ooh, Susato, I like you. Got that spice. Fire in your eye. Well, Miss Pavlova?
No.
Oh. Yes, that is right. I saw him. It was dark and he was wearing black, but he's on the floor, not moving. I was scared. I understand, and I believe you. So is that finally it now? Have we discovered the real truth about Kazuma's death at last? Ah, something very nearly slipped my mind. Oh, Mr. Sholmes? This photograph. Yes, I took this myself, you know. The cause of death was a broken neck. Therefore, the victim died instantly. And the unfortunate incident that precipitated these events, a kitten on which the victim stumbled. However, if those are the facts, then one particular error in this photograph that seems to be somewhat unnatural.
What do you mean, natural?
What are your thoughts on the matter, Mr. Naruhodo? Oh, well... If Kazuma tripped and fell and by some terrible stroke of bad luck broke his neck, which part of this photograph print seems unnatural? Oh yeah, the writing.
Yes!
And drink some water. Nice. So, if you're looking for something unnatural, that's the obvious point. Very true. It's certain peculiar, but it's not what I meant by unnatural, I'm afraid. That particular crass detail was orchestrated by the culprit. I mean, to identify another point. Oh, I see. Imagine, if you will, losing your footing yourself. In my opinion, if you landed as the victim appears to have done here, would be most unnatural. I'm sure you'll reach the same conclusion. Well thought for you, Mr. Sholmes. Thank you for your gentle guidance. The Cosmo tripped and fell and by double struggle luck broke his neck. Which part of the photograph went natural? Oh, his hand? Yeah, I don't see... Yeah, I'm gonna press his hand.
Yes!
Oh no. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm sorry, Sholmes, I'm sorry. Okay, sorry, I'll try. I think it's what Mr. Sholmes means by unnatural, isn't it? But written in foreign language underneath, surely. That particularly crass detail was orchestrated by the culprit. No, I mean to identify another point. Imagine, if you will, you're footing yourself. You land as the victim has. Rub your hands. You look like the sort of fellow who stumps with some regularity. This should be an easy task. Why do I? Oh, it's his fist. Oh, okay, that's...
Yes!
Alright, if he really fell due to an unfortunate accident, then the fist doesn't seem quite right. The exact same thought occurred to me. In a fall, one's is to open the palms flat. Yet here we see the victim with his left hand tightly balled into a fist. Almost might say, as though he was gripping something. Oh, his sword? What do you mean? Simply that I took the liberty of investigating the victim's fist a short while ago. You did? And what, pray, do you imagine I found there, my dear fellow? Mr. Sholmes, show us, please. Why, of course, my dear madam. Would I keep you in suspense? The earring that he... Oh. Wait, so that means... No, she's lying to us. He was not dead. Yeah, how did he get the earring? Because then he wasn't dead when... Oh my gosh, hold on. I'm like trying to think this through. Ah, the plot thickens. Yeah, it's like one evidence after another. Okay, so he had the earring, which was missing from her ear. We already saw. She was missing the other half. I thought it was just a cool character design thing, but no, it was... The moon was actually missing. He had it in his hand, which signifies either one or two. One, he really did trip on the cat, and the person, or Pavlova, was in the room when he tripped. Two is the cat had the earring for some reason and dropped it. I don't know. That seems a little bit fetch.
Oh, a crescent moon with the low gemstone in the middle.
Yes, you're right. The crescent moon. It's very pretty, but what does it tell us?
It tells nothing.
I'm not so sure that crescent moon looks... Oh, I'm not so sure that crescent moon looks... It looks familiar somehow. I'm sure I've seen it somewhere before. Observation, Mr. Naruhodo. That is the key. What? Truth is now be close. Did that crescent moon come to Kazuma's clenched fist? This is the final clue, the last piece of the puzzle. Ask yourself, what does this little crescent moon mean? What significance has it? And observe. Find the answer with your own eyes. Ha 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 ha, right here.
Yes!
Miss Pavlova, I noticed on your ear, even though you have a metal earring, the decorative part of it seems... The little link holding on to it must have broken, I suppose.
What?
But looking at your other ear, I noticed a crescent moon. Ah!
I don't believe it.
Now, the missing crescent moon found in the victim's clenched fist. Really, there's one logical conclusion. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Naruhodo? Yes. Miss Pavlova, Mr. Asogi must have grasped that crescent moon and pulled it from your ear. Oh, crap. Perhaps just moments before he fell to the floor. In other words, last night in Mr. Asogi's cabin, you witnessed the moment when the victim fell with your own eyes. In fact, you were quite literally at arm's length from him. Oh. So maybe it really was an accident. Like the cat was there and then she instantly went to the other room, opened it, he was alive. And then like when I don't know, the cat walked through and tripped. It seems so crazy. But then the question is, why did Mr. Asogi do that? Why did he pull your earring from you and hold it in his clenched fist during his final moments? Oh no.
Angel?
No one can protect you now. Please, Miss Pavlova, tell us the truth. Last night, what did you do to Kazuma? Oh gosh, that was crazy animation. Nice, did we solve it? I think this is it. When I think about everything that happened yesterday, it was too much. You fucking broke her spine. No, I didn't. He was just so amazed by my great detective skill. Running away, the fishing boat in the middle of the night, trying to climb onto this huge ship. And then, when I was at last in this cabin, I could relax after this horrible long day. Darka, wait! Oh, wait. Oh. I couldn't believe it when she disappeared through the ventilator. I tried to call her with a little whistle. I tried waving her favorite toy, but nothing worked. Darka would not come back. Oh. What are you doing here at this time of night, Inspector? Oh. I'm sorry. Kazuma! I miss seeing you! And your like wavering headband. That doesn't make sense. I miss you so much. I thought it was a friend of mine. Young man from your country. He's very polite, kind. He helped me to find Darka, and he promised not to tell anyone. Yeah, that makes sense. But then, when I found my friend in my arms again, and I was going to leave the man's cabin... Just a moment. Sorry, but... Oh, yes? I'm sure I know your face. I've seen you somewhere before. Of course. Nikolina Pavlova, aren't you? The Russian ballerina? Huh? No, I don't know that name. My heart nearly stopped when he said that. He knew who I was. How could this man from a land of faraway east know a Russian ballerina? Yes, I saw your performance in Japan. The beauty of the ballet made a deep impression on me. But what are you doing on the ship? I'm sure I read that your ballet company was performing in Shanghai at the moment. I can't fool him. I have to tell him the truth, and I hope he doesn't tell anyone. I have no other choice. I see. So you've run away. Please keep my secret. Don't tell anyone. Give me a moment. I could use another opinion here. Oh gosh, he tried waking us up. He's going to pull that cord. He's going to tell the captain. Why did I think I could trust him? Then it happened. Everything... Oh, no! 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 No, no, no. No. Only a second, but it felt like forever. Wait, I shouted, and then... Darka jumped out of my arms and down the young man's feet. And... as he turned around to look at me... Oh, he hit the bed. No, so I was right. No. She did murder him. No. This is... Oh, my heart. I don't even know why. I don't know why I did it. I was just so scared. And I had to stop him from telling anyone about me. Murderer, yeah. What the... Pavlova! He was just gonna wake us up. He was just gonna ask us. And that's when you went to fetch help from Seaman Stroganoff, who was on duty out in the passageway.
I heard Nina cry out, head on floor. I ran to her. He was standing at the cabin, shaking like a leaf. Looked at me and said, "Help me, beef. If they find out, I will be. Please, I have nowhere to go."
So you decided to help, and that's when you arranged things in Cosmo's cabin to make it look like I did it, that no one would suspect the passenger in the cabin next door.
Yes. I went into the cabin and looked around, make sure there was nothing to show Nina was there. When I found stowaway, wardrobe, still sleeping.
Right, that's when he found me. Worked out a plan to lay the blame on the stowaway.
I closed wardrobe doors and put back strange paper sign.
Luckily for me, that's the only reason Susanoo-san started to believe me when I was innocent.
I dragged young man's body to good pit, whose ink that was spilling to rayon floor. I wrote,
I can't pronounce that.
so that person who found him would look inside wardrobe and find stowaway.
And tell me, what did the glass spell? By my feet, so I picked it up. I see. This is so interesting. So this is the very first time we're solving an Ace Attorney mystery, not in a trial, but just like here. Like in actuality, like what? It has been less than a day? This is really cool. It feels like story-wise, it makes sense because we're on a boat. And so I feel like the fact that we're solving everything here just really flows well. I liked the writing in this direction, or like I like what they did with this chapter. I thought so. I knew the perpetrator had to be Russian. I thought so too, but like I thought it was so too obvious for like the crewman to like be the murderer. So like it's true that they're not. Oh wait, it's true the crewmen aren't the perpetrator, but they are like a conspirator, or what is it? Assistant? I can't think of the right word. Oh, is there no actual trial? Yeah, I don't think there's an actual trial, Jifu, just like based on how everything's playing out. It's dark in the cabin. I didn't notice the other half.
Then Angel went back to her cabin and I finished job by pressing the emergency alarm button in the passageway. Yes.
Accordingly, the SS Bureau come to an emergency halt at a little after 2 a.m., thus enticing the bolt on the cabin door wide shut, creating the locked room. But still, one thing I don't understand, Miss Pavlova. What? Well, you said that you told Cosmo about the fact that you run away from your man, and it's going to tell the captain that you put. Is that right? Yes. But even if that pulled the bell cord and called for the captain of the ship, are you friends with every member of the crew? Why would that have been a problem? It's what he said first that made me scared. What he said first? At this time of night, Inspector. Oh. Oh. Sorry. I thought it was a friend of mine. That Inspector and was his friend. Oh, yes, he was supposed to be acting as his bodyguard. I thought that if about me, would arrest me. Or he could help the bell cord. May I stop you a moment, please, Miss Pavlova? It's just seemed to make sense. I mean, is Mr. Asogi really going to pull the bell cord? I don't know. What? Naruhodo. Well, I mean, they're going to arrest her now. Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm not Kazuma, so I don't know for... But... the man of his word. If he told you he wouldn't give your secret away, then he wouldn't have done. No, he was walking over to it. He was going to pull the cord. Going to make them send me back. Well, Mr. Naruhodo, the day's work is not yet done, it seems. There is one more deduction to... What? Another deduction? Yes. What action was the victim really about to take at that moment? Gonna wake us up! Oh no, his theme! God! We determined whether the young man's gaze was directed. The wardrobe. First, consider the victim's location within his cabin. That's easy, I remember every detail of that room. I mean, yes, I spent quite some time in the wardrobe, but still. That cabin has been my home for the entire voyage. So, this is how the cabin looked last night. Oh, when Miss Pavlova visited Kazuma? Yes, it's exactly how it was. Are you ready then, Mrs. Naruhodo? Yes, there's one thing I've learned today. It's that a simple gaze can reveal all matters of truth. And not only that, in order to draw the right conclusion, you can't afford to be out by even a little bit, even your fault. Wait, you can't afford to be out by... You know, not gonna lie, the phrasing, the translation, I know it's because they're trying to capture like the air of the time. Some of the like sentences don't flow right with, but I think they're just following what was translated or what was said. You can't afford to be out even a little bit when you're following a gaze to where it lands. So when he turned away from Pavlova, what exactly was possible? Wardrobe. My wardrobe. I was in there at the time, of course. Found me. I haven't eaten that chicken. I was laced with bug. Woken me up. Maybe this tragedy would have never happened. Yeah, he was like looking.
Take that!
Yep. There we go. Considering everything that had happened last night, certainly it may have looked as though Kazuma was going to ring the bell cord. Yes. However, what is directly beside the bell cord? The wardrobe. Oh, and we're hearing Kazuma's theme throughout this whole thing. It's so sad. The wardrobe? And more importantly, what was inside the wardrobe? The man's great friend, sleeping soundly. Miss Pavlova, please think back very carefully. What were Mr. Asogi's exact words last night? Give me a moment. I could use another opinion here. Another opinion? Yes, but not from a member of the crew. No, Mr. Asogi intended to consult his close friend on the matter. No, but she's cute. I don't think she's that cute anymore, Jifu. She, like, murdered my boy. To see if between them, they might be able to help in some way, no doubt. Oh no. Sadly, we can't know the truth for certain now. It's too late for that. But I wish he had made sure of what Mr. Asogi was looking at. things may have ended very differently if you had. Aww. Miss Pavlova? I want to thank you for finally admitting the truth. But unfortunately, the truth is, a man lost his life because of what you did. And that will never change. I hope you'll never forget that. I'm sorry. Really, I'm so sorry. Aw, what have I done? And so, at long last, the mystery surrounding the tragic incident on SS Bureau finally laid to rest. Wow. Yeah, I really wanted to like keep playing until like we reach this point. Okay. I think this is a good place to stop for today. I'm so sorry for like the technical difficulties earlier, but I'm glad that I was able to, you know, still finish or still be able to play and, you know, solve the mystery. So I'm glad. I have to say overall, this was a really interesting case, an interesting setup. The fact that there was like no trial, which is so like not Ace Attorney. I want to say like every trial, like every chapter of Ace Attorney always ended up at a trial. But yeah, we're on a boat. Like, I was kind of wondering how it's gonna be. Like, oh, are we gonna like land in Hong Kong and then that's where we finish the trial? And so that's what I thought. But we just like really talked through everything for this one, which in my opinion, like I liked a lot. It was like I mentioned earlier, like the way or the series of events just like naturally happened, and the way the flow of the writing and the dialogue to, you know, being in having Sholmes lead the conversation, I think that was executed really, really nicely. Now maybe Cosmo can rest in peace. Yeah, my heart hurts. I'm not going to lie, knowing that this is what actually happened to Cosmo. But you know, I feel better because Cosmo like was still Cosmo till the very end. And like, even though we haven't like interacted with him like very often, his character alone was just like really memorable, and like obviously like made him like feel like he stole my heart right away. And so yeah, I'm so sad that he's gone now, but I'm sure that maybe some way somehow he pops up or something. I don't know. But yeah, on that note, thank you so much everyone for coming to today's stream. I really, really appreciate it. Sorry for like back-to-back Ace Attorney, but I really, really want to get like super far today. So I'm glad we were able to do it. I'll be streaming tomorrow for sure. I'm thinking I'm gonna be playing Friday Night Funkin'. And so I hope that you guys can join tomorrow. But again, thank you everyone for coming. Thank you for all thank you for the sub, Gal. Thank you for gifting it. And thank you everyone for all the chat and interactions and, you know, all the lurkers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Jifu. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, everyone. I really do. I want to raid someone. Let's go raid Ginkgo. Ginkgo's a really cool VTuber. Her design's like super cool. Okay, everything's ready. So thank you everyone for coming. Let's go raid Ginkgo. Woo! I hope that worked. Oh, there we go.